Hi everybody, welcome to my Valentine's Day special Pick a Card reading. So I am Solaris with Solaris Fairy Astrology and Tarot, and what you're going to do for this particular video is click on the description box. You can read about the situations here and see if they connect to what you're going through in your life. Click on the battle card reading if you've just gotten into a fight with your person and you want more information. Click on the traveling card if you are in a long distance connection with the person you love. Click on Snail's pace if you feel like your person is going so slow and you wonder if they're ever going to make a move. Click on the snake pile if you are in a third party situation and you want to know how your person feels for you versus feels for somebody else. Click on infatuation if you are obsessed with somebody that you feel like is unavailable or like you can't have them, and see if they're going to make a move or get together with you. The red string of fate video is if you feel a very special connection to somebody and you want to understand more about your connection. Click on the memories pile if you want to know if your ex is still thinking about you. And click on the lovers card pile if you want to know which new people are coming into your life and who you might date next. I hope you enjoy my Valentine's Day special. The second part to this video will be coming out between now and Valentine's Day, so be sure to check back and watch because there will be more situations you can choose from in the second part of this Valentine's Day special. So click on as many piles as you want that connect with the situation you're going through right now, and I will see you guys in your reading. Hi guys, welcome to my Valentine's Day special, which is in two parts. You guys are here because you picked the card Battle, which has to do with either you just had a fight with your person, or you're mad at your person, or your person is mad at you, or you guys have some kind of conflict that you guys are having a difficulty kind of resolving. So I have picked for you this absolute beautiful Larimar sphere. The reason why I've picked this crystal for you to help you on your love journey is because Larimar is a beautiful pale blue color, which is all about peace. Whenever I look at it, I always think of Libra energy. So that might be you or your person, or you may have that in your charts somewhere strong. So I'm going to put this in frame for you where you can see it to give you guys a little bit of sense of peace. Maybe there can be some peace in this connection, or maybe you guys will be able to have some resolution. Also, we can see what they're thinking and feeling about you now that you guys have had this argument or disagreement, because what happens is when we get in a fight with the person we care about a lot, okay, that's a beautiful card. We can worry if like they want to end it, because sometimes when we fight, it can trigger our anxiety and our attachment style. So anyways, I'm shuffling the Gentle Heart Tarot cards first. And what I love about the card that flipped out for you as I was shuffling is actually the Six of Cups. So this is a very beautiful card in regards to reconciling. So if you're curious if you and your person will make up, or if you guys will reconcile, or if you guys will get over this, this is a very beautiful card for somebody from the past coming back, like a past lover that you've argued with, or somebody that is trying to have a reconciliation with you. I also like the additional meaning of the Six of Cups card. This is also a soulmate card, which I love because it represents there is a lot of beautiful, deep love in between this connection with you and your person. So I'm going to pull some cards right now to see where they are at right now, what they're thinking and feeling about you now that you guys have already had this argument. I do like the Six of Cups in regards to what they hold in their heart for you in regards to feelings, and also in regards to what they want to have happen, like reconciling, getting back together, or getting past this with a repair. They always say in couples therapy that fighting isn't the part that's bad necessarily. That actually can facilitate really good communication and a bond between you and your person. Usually what they say is rough is when you have too many of these, what they call negative interactions, without having the positive interaction afterwards. So having a fight without the repair part, that's the part that's hard. So let's see where they're at with you. And I will take reversals for this. So I get the Four of Wands, And in this deck, it's called Four of Crystals. So the Four of Wands card is usually a card when it's upright like this of commitment and relationships. It seems like your person is also worried that you yourself may not want to continue in this connection. So with the Four of Wands in reverse, I feel like your person is also thinking, well, I don't know if my person wants to continue. I don't know, this might have damaged our, foundation. This fight or this battling, especially if it's repetitive fighting or chronic, like consistent fighting. It seems like with the Four of Crystals or Four of Wands that it's like your person is wondering and second guessing, is this something that has just gotten very taxing? Is this something that has damaged the foundation of your connection, especially if in the fighting you guys have had said things that you don't mean, or if you guys meant them but regret it now, or if you guys have had information that's been now revealed or that's come out because of the fighting. Yeah, but what I do like is I get the Tower in reverse. There is something about this where your person feels like they kind of saw it coming. They kind of knew that this situation was going to happen. I feel like maybe it had been building up to it for a while, or they knew it couldn't go on forever without this climax or without this coming to a head. So it seems like with the Tower in reverse, it didn't seem like it was from out of nowhere. It seemed like it was building up, and it seemed like it was maybe even a long time in coming. So your person wasn't surprised. As you can see, my cats are, have varying levels of interactivity, and you can see that like they've continuously keep fighting throughout this video, which is very interesting because some videos, they're like sleeping or they're just kind of playing and rolling around. But during this arguing video, it's interesting with the energy because they just keep kind of going at each other. And I wonder if metaphorically you and your person just keep going at each other. So it just seems like this kind of continuous pestering. So you can see it in the background even, kind of going after the other cat to try to continue. See, look at this instigating behavior. And it's like maybe your person feels like they were continuously being nagged, or they felt like they were continuously being called out for stuff. They might have called it being attacked, but maybe they were continuously being called out for what was going on. So it's very interesting. Yeah, I get the Hierophant in reverse. And so I do feel like your person is feeling very insecure right now, or very assessing the situation where they're just not sure if they want to continue the commitment, or if they're not sure if you want to continue the commitment. So I get the Hierophant card in reverse. And so with this particular card, usually the Hierophant represents traditional marriage or partnership or commitment. But with it in reverse like this, it represents feeling like it's being turned on its head, or feeling like you guys are really reassessing or really reevaluating. What's interesting is I get all three of these cards upright are in reverse, or all three of these cards that are face up are in reverse, except for the Soulmate card. So it seems like even though you guys might be second guessing the commitment, second guessing should you guys even continue or progress with this, even so, your soulmate bond still seems intact. The soulmate love still seems there. So it's interesting how sometimes commitment and soulmate love are not always the same thing, and that they're related to each other. They interact with each other, but they're not always the same. Like you can have soulmate love for someone but not be committed, or you can have a commitment with someone but not have that soulmate love. So it seems like for you guys in this way, maybe the commitment part has been bruised or damaged. Not to the point, I would say, of to the point where it breaks the soulmate bond. But it does seem like it's gotten to the point where maybe it has damaged some foundation of you guys. Maybe you guys are wondering, can you guys come back from this? And I get the Nine of Diamonds in reverse. So usually a lot of psychics will say with the Nine of Diamonds that this represents somebody wanting to be single if it's upright. With it in reverse, I feel like they don't want to be single. So I feel like they don't want to just be like off in the world without you. And I also feel like if you guys are in separation, if you guys broke up because of this fight, and you guys are not still together because of this, that it seems like that your person is feeling like they don't want to be without you, but they may not know how to repair it. They might not know how to come back from this, and they might feel like it was the point of no return, but they don't like that, and they don't know how to come back from it, even though I feel like they want to come back from it with the Six of Cups. So I feel like they don't want to be single, and it seems like they almost might feel very lost, like they don't know what to do. So what I want to see now is what might happen in the future now that this fighting has happened, or even multiple arguments or chronic fighting. So I'm going to use the Pink Divine Love Oracle to see what maybe their next move might be, or maybe what might come up in the future for you guys. Where can this go? Or maybe what your next interactions will be. So let's see here. What is coming up in the future for you and your person? Okay. All right. So here's the thing, you guys. You guys obviously have a very passionate bond. What I see is I get the card that says cycles, and it says repeated patterns, learning to break free. So you guys are stuck in a cycle. You're stuck in a repeated pattern. And it seems like with your person, they might even have the awareness of this. They might have the wisdom where they're like, all right, this is going to keep happening over and over and over unless something changes. Or this is going to keep happening over and over and over if we stay together or if we get back together. So it seems like your person is learning how to break free from the patterns. They're learning how to break free from this like repetitive cycle, because this is crazy, because I get fireworks, right? And so what are fireworks? Explosions. They're arguments, but they're also, that can be sex. It can be passion. It can be making up. So on the card, it says loving, passionate, and intimacy. So I feel like probably your passionate sex life is like off the charts awesome, but also the arguing is intense too. So it seems like you guys have these like fireworks that like just kind of keep going like off and off and off. And so something that can happen if you guys are wanting to continue with this is they say that in couples therapy, they say there is something called a timeout, where you implement timeouts if you're noticing that your feelings kind of go from 0 to 60 really quick, or if you feel like your emotions are very volatile. So what it is, and now this is not in regards to like domestic violence relationships, this is just like a non-violent, threatening relationship where there's no power struggle when it comes to like predatory energy. And so what happens with this is basically each person, when they notice themselves starting to rise in their emotions, they excuse themselves with a time where they're going to return back to either talk about it or to do a repair or to have a neutral interaction. And so you're supposed to take the timeouts only for yourself, not really for your person. You're not supposed to be like, you need to leave, So basically you can say, I need to leave. So you take accountability for your own feelings and you say, I need to leave. I can return in an hour. We can return in 3 hours. Giving a return time makes the other person not feel anxious that they're being abandoned. And then you follow through. So then you show up. Unless, of course, obviously, like I said, it's a domestic violence relationship and then you leave. So basically, with this situation, you excuse yourself. You have to give yourself at least 20 minutes for your body to regulate itself back to a state of rest. I would say in arguments, I would usually always say an hour, because usually there needs to be more time than just 20 minutes if you're really amped up. Also, during this timeout time, you're going to want to plan an activity for yourself where either you're releasing your energy, like you go for a run, you go for a walk, you call a friend, you vent on a phone, you journal, you meditate, you do something that is a self-regulatory or a release activity. And then you return back with your emotions lower. If you feel at the end of that hour that you're still really amped up, then you can arrange for a later time. But you definitely don't want to like keep putting it off, and you don't want to say, oh, I'll come back in like 3 weeks. You have to have it be like an appropriate amount of time. And, you can reassess if you're like, I'm still feeling like very amped up. I need another hour, or I need 2 more hours. But like, you don't want to make it too long. So, or I need to do it in the morning. I do it tomorrow. Like you can give yourself a day, but you just don't want to give yourself like a week, because then it turns into an avoidant pattern. And then when that happens, then anxiety flares up again, and it repeats a cycle where there is like anxious abandonment really thrown in. That's like kerosene on a fire. All right, so it seems like you guys might still take a little bit of time to kind of get over your cycles of chronic fighting. Then I get, yes, literally, this is the card that you guys got in the beginning where it says battle. So it seems like, yeah, you guys still might have more fights. Something that can happen where you guys continuously have these cycles is because the argument cause, the trigger, has not been resolved. Now, that can happen due to your own childhood wounds or past traumas. This can happen, or past relationships, you know, baggage, that kind of thing, or your persons. It can also happen if just kind of like you guys don't know how to communicate with each other, which it's okay. You can Google how to communicate. There are books that literally talk about communication for couples. You can read this. It's very, very fun. You can learn it. And then it also seems kind of like if you guys aren't seeing eye to eye, it might be because there's a goal or a value or a need that's not being met. And that's chronic. And then I get communicate. Okay, which is good. This is expressing feelings. So I feel like you guys will talk. I feel like you guys will continue to work through this cycle. And you will express your feelings. You guys will, you know, message each other. And then I get surprise. Okay, gifts and unexpected. So there is a repair by doing a fun surprise for each other, or giving each other a gift, or doing some kind of, you know, good communication and good surprise. If you guys are in no contact right now, you might get a surprise communication from your person. So you might hear from them out of the blue, that kind of thing. You guys also might come together in a way where you want to give love to the other person in an unexpected way. Like you might go all about your day not thinking you're going to talk to your person, and then you hear a song on the radio and it's like, oh my god, I have to talk to my person, I have to tell them it happened. Or, you know, oh wow, this thing happened in my day, I have to tell my person this, or I have to send this person this meme, or I have to do, you know. So it's like you might not actually even plan on having conversation with your person, and then something happens and then it throws you guys together, or they contact you, you know, I wasn't going to message you, but then this thing happened, you know, that kind of thing. So it does seem like you guys will still have some future interactions, and it does seem like, you know, maybe the fighting wouldn't get resolved right away, but then it seems like you guys can progress into this connection where things are definitely smoother, more peaceful, and you guys can communicate a lot better. So that is good. And then, let's see. Yes, okay. So, all right. So it seems like you guys you yourself might actually, the feminine, might actually lose interest in your person. You might not feel the same way towards your person anymore because of these arguments, or because of, you know, all the cycles that you guys have repetitively gone through in the past. Because I get Queen, which says boss babe, independent, and strong. So if you guys have been broken up with your person for a while, and maybe you've dated other people and you've moved on, or that kind of thing, you might just be, either you're in a phase where you're like, I just want to focus on myself right now. I don't want to date. I don't want to date my person, even though I love them. I just want to focus on me and heal and be independent and strong. Focus on my life, focus on my career, focus on that. And then I get unrequited love, which says not the same anymore and lost the spark. So I feel like the feminine, I assume the feminine is watching. You might feel like you've lost the spark for your person. Or you might feel like where in the past you guys were battling with this fireworks cycle where it was too intense. I feel like not the same lost the spark. You might feel like you've gotten over it, and this may not be today, but in the future you get over it, and then you don't have that same spark of anger anymore, that you feel peaceful. Either that surprise communication resolves it and you repair it, and then you don't feel that same fireworks spark of anger, or you might feel like you know, have lost feelings for them, or it's not the same anymore, or you may not feel as drawn to them as you were, or you might feel like you yourself are kind of checked out. So there is that. And if you guys do feel like you guys are checked out, where you guys can't work on it, then it might be where you're doing yourself a disservice if you're holding on. I know obviously some people don't have the privilege of being able to break up with their person if it's a financially codependent situation or other circumstances are making it codependent. But if you guys do have it and you are checked out and you're going through the motions, then either you may want to get some therapy to fix it if you want to fix it, or it might be a reevaluating time. Anyways, I want to end this part of this reading. Since this is a Valentine's Day special, it's a pick your situation reading. You may have other piles that call to you as well that you can check out. And if you do, that is awesome. Feel free to watch as many piles as you like that pertain to your situation or that you're curious about. And I'm going to end with the Hermit cards in regards to how your person is thinking about you in regards to this situation now that you guys have had some battle gone on, and how you guys are, how they're thinking and feeling about you. Because literally the card that came up first is I don't want to lose you, and it pairs with strength and ego. So your person doesn't want to lose you, but they might still be in their like egoic, angry, oh, blah, blah, blah pile. I want to say pile one, but I would say like, you know, my person, they're thinking about you maybe in a way where they're still coming from their ego, or they're coming from their arrogance, or they're coming from their anger, that kind of thing. So they don't want to lose you. They also might be fearing losing you because of ego. Like, I don't want to lose my person, even though we had these arguments, because of some egoic reason of wanting to keep you, because they're so hot, or because I don't want to be broken up with, that kind of thing. Like their ego might be ruling the show. Because I also get I need more time. So I also get like if you haven't heard from your person in a bit, they might still need more time, or it might be a little bit of time until they actually do reach out and they do contact you. And then I get yes. Yeah. So your person might not be ready, and that's okay. It seems like they might need some more time. It seems like yes, but they don't want to lose you ultimately, which really ties into the first card that you guys got with the Six of Cups card about that soulmate bond and loving you. And so it seems like they might, while they need more time, they still don't want to lose you at the end of the day. And they do feel also that the Strength card also too can also represent too, like that they know that you guys do have a strong bond at the heart of it. So that is what I wanted to end with you guys with that. Feel free to pick another pile if you like. And remember, this is a 2-part video series. I am coming out with my second part of my Valentine's Day video very soon. I don't know when, because I'm filming this. This is the first pile of the first 2-part series I've ever filmed. So I don't know how long it will take me, but I will do it before Valentine's Day. So between now and Valentine's Day, I will upload it maybe on Valentine's Day. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hi guys, welcome to your reading today, where you have picked the traveling card because you are in a long distance emotional connection with somebody in your heart. I have picked for you to start with your reading this beautiful druzy heart. Might be hard to see, but I kind of feel like it's very fitting, because if you are separated from your person by distance, that it seems like their heart might be very physically far away right now. Anyways, it's very pretty, and I will put it in frame for you so you can see it, even though it is very small and far, kind of similar to like that long distance love. But what we're going to do is we're going to look at it right now, and I'm shuffling the cards, and we're going to start with a relationship spread to see what's going on with you and your person. And these will be your side. This is more than I would normally take, but I will take them. And 3 cards for their side, how they are thinking and feeling about you at your current moment. This is how you are thinking and feeling about them at this current moment. This is the past, what has happened already to bring the 2 of you to this current spot. This is the near future in the next 3 months. And this will be a card of a long-term outcome or a beyond 3 months time. We can also see, will you see your person in person soon? And we'll be able to look at the timing of that. So At first, I'm going to look at, oh, you sweet baby. Oh, you sweet baby. Okay. I know you're sad. Okay. And it's so tough. Okay. So when I'm looking at your side of things, I get the Page of Wands, which represents, it's like you're just having to focus on yourself right now. And it's tough because your self-care might need a little work. Because sometimes when we're in long distance relationships, if there's a time difference, it might affect our sleep schedule. It might affect our, feeling like we're being deprived of this emotional love experience. I'm getting this Princess upright and this Queen in reverse. And so it seems like you're just having to focus on yourself right now. But then it's hard with this Queen of Cups in reverse because it's like you're feeling like, how much more do I have to take care of my needs and focus on me? I feel like my partner, I wish they were here. I wish they were able to nurture me and take care of me, but they're in reverse. So it's like one of you is a fire sign element or has fire in your chart somewhere. One of you is a water sign element and has water in your chart somewhere strong. And then I'm getting this 10 of Cups in reverse. It seems like this separation or by distance is making you really sad. Usually the 10 of Cups card is happy, but it seems like it's sad right now. So you're definitely feeling a little sad and you're feeling like your self-care is a little bit difficult, or you might be feeling very drained or very tired, especially also if you also have been doing the traveling to see your person and you just got back. You might be jet lagged, or you might be tired or drained, or you might not be sleeping as much, or you might feel like the person, my partner who's supposed to be nurturing me and taking care of me, is long distance. So if I'm sick, they can't bring me, like tea in bed, that kind of thing. So you might feel like you wish they were able to nurture you, but they can't. And you're just having to do it all yourself and take care of you all yourself. And that can feel kind of disappointing for you, or like tiring of that. You might be feeling like, oh, I'm just so tired of having to be alone like that. For your person, they're trying to figure out ways that they can take care of you long distance as well, because I do get the 6 of Pentacles on their side. So they are trying to give love from their end. Also, I feel like you both have been trying to find, or they feel that you guys have been very creative in regards to trying to find ways to nurture yourselves, even though you guys have been long distance. Like maybe they send you stuff in the mail, or maybe you guys video call a lot, or it seems like they feel like they've been really participating and putting a lot of effort in. They also might feel like you guys can see each other in person if you both pay for it, because the 6 of Pentacles represents both of you putting your money into something. So it might be more like that's how they feel like that you guys can overcome this. But I'm also feeling like they feel maybe very poor right now, or maybe they don't really have the money for this, because I get the King of Pentacles in reverse. And so it might be challenging for them to feel like they have the finances to be able to overcome this physical distance. Also, with the King of Pentacles, this is usually like a marriage partner, or like somebody in a very beautiful commitment because they're investing and they're putting all their time in it. But with it in reverse, they might feel like, wow, they just don't really have the resources to invest, or they don't have enough money to feel like they can be a baller and provide for you, or, do the things that you need to do, or they just don't have the money to be able to see you as much as they want, or to be able to make a way where you guys can, let's say they have a major job where they are and they can't have the same job if they live with you, that kind of thing. So they might have things that are difficult for them to compromise or sacrifice or give up. And so it might be for financial reasons that it's difficult for you guys to be in the same place. And then I get the 9 of Swords, where I feel like this stresses them out a lot. It gives them a lot of anxiety. They might even nightmare about it, or have dreams where they're difficult and they're dreaming about, wow, I can't financially provide, or wow, I can't commit in the way that I want. Another interpretation is your person can't give you a commitment because they know they can't be there for you all the time. And you might be feeling the same way, like, wow, I'm just feeling not neglected, but like feeling like the love is just not the same when there is that kind of distance. So that's a little bit tricky for them or for you, because it seems like you guys are kind of going through a bit of that challenge right now. And then it's tough because I feel like you guys might have been together for a while, I'm getting two major cards of commitment in the past that are serious and strong. You guys might even be involved in like a long distance marriage or have a relationship that feels like a marriage. So you might even feel married to them like in your heart in a way. Because I get the Four of Wands in the past, which is a marriage card. The Hierophant, which is also a marriage card. So here are two very strong cards of commitment. But then in between the two of them, I'm getting this Tower, which feels like sudden, like something sharp and sudden and jarring that's come in between the two of you that have come together, like in this commitment. There's like this big kind of like wedge now in between your commitment, or that happened in the past. Or it's like you guys were committed and then there was this life change event that came and kind of split you guys separated you guys geographically. So you guys might not even have anticipated it, but then maybe they had to move for their job, or they had to move for school, or they had to move for like some major thing where you guys were maybe going along happy and fine, and then this came. Or you guys might have found that you guys were going about your lives very fine, and then all of a sudden, like lightning, you guys saw each other across the room and were like, oh my God, this is my person, I have to be with them. And it was like this lightning strike that you guys just knew that you had to be together, and it just brought you guys together in a very, very strong way. And now you guys are thinking, wow, well, I feel so drawn to them, I'm so electrically drawn. Now what do we do about this? How do we handle this? We're not even in the same place. So there is that, and that's where you guys would have to get very creative in regards to making this work. But the problem is when I see the Four of Wands and I see the Hierophant, these are not the most creative tarot cards in the deck. These are more rigid. These are more traditional. And so it might be uncomfortable for you guys to think outside the box, or it might just be something that you guys would be open to, but you guys just don't really have like the ideas. So that might be that. In the future, in the next 3 months. Okay, well, I see that you guys, it's very interesting. So with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like you guys are not single. You guys are still together. So I feel like you guys are, I want to say you guys are more in a traditional commitment, but I also feel like there's some conflicting energy. So it might be that there's many messages because many of you are watching. But with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, this is a card of not wanting to be single and wanting to be in a connection. Then and also if money has been the issue in your separation with travel or with geography, there is money that does come in. This is upright. No, it's not. It's reversed. It might be that, oh, then it's not. Then money is still the problem. In the next 3 months, it doesn't seem like finances really get resolved enough to fix the issue. Maybe it temporarily fixes it, but not permanently. Or maybe you guys can travel once, but not many times. Or maybe there is still just kind of this separation of life. I get the Four of Cups. I get that you guys might get a little bored. I don't feel like you get bored of each other, but it also you might feel like you guys are in a routine or in a rut, or it's not as fun, or you guys are feeling like, wow, I don't know if I want this, if this is how it's going to continue to be ongoing indefinitely. Or you might feel like, I'm just bored of my life if my person's not in it. What I thought was maybe sparkly and fun of a life isn't as fun without my person. What changes can be made then so that we can be more together? Because it seems like you guys kind of feel kind of bored or unfulfilled without your person. You also might be thinking, and if this is the case, because you do have this Page of Fire here on your side, you might be thinking, how can I make this more fulfilling? What hobbies or activities can I do to make my life more fun and exciting in the meantime, or in between visits? Or what can I do to at least enrich my life, even if it's not the same, even if it's not as good as being with my person? So I do see that you guys might think up those ideas, but they don't really come in the next 3 months. That might be something that you kind of have to kind of keep working on or keep brainstorming about. And then I get the Eight of Swords in reverse. So it also seems like that these restrictions in the next 3 months that have been holding you guys back, they do seem like they do fall away. So that is something that's very good. So if your person and you guys might, again, not have enough money to fix it permanently, but it does seem like there's at least enough there to get over this hurdle or to fix it a little bit, or whatever's been restricting you guys will be able to be removed or reduced. So at least it's like better than it was. And I get the Two of Coins in the future. beyond a 3-month mark. So with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, it seems like you guys will probably make a decision about this commitment, about how can you guys ultimately be together in the same place, or maybe time just passes and you guys naturally can come back together, like if school is over and you guys can see each other or whichever. It seems like whatever project or thing that was keeping you guys apart finishes. And with it in reverse, I get that also you're not like juggling anymore and there is a major choice. So it does seem like whatever temporary, even if it's a long-term temporary thing that's been blocking you guys, it gets fixed and resolved and you guys can be together. So that is good. I want to see when can you guys be together in person next. And because obviously this is a Valentine's Day themed video, but just because it's on Valentine's Day as a theme doesn't mean that you guys won't watch it at other times in your life. So I will pull multiple cards to see when you guys can see each other in person again next. Based on your time of year, it will be when do you feel like this resonates most with you. So this is kind of the second part where it's interactive and you guys are going to be able to use your intuition now and see which one of these feels right to you guys based on what time you're in. And also maybe with what information you guys already know. So I'm going to do 4 cards. And these will be examples of time frame for when you guys will be able to see each other in person next. So the first one I get is in January. So you guys will be able to see each other in January. Another time frame is it's up to you. So yes, it might be that it's not like charted or scheduled by the universe, but that you can use free will and you can make this happen. Maybe you take money out of your savings, or maybe you figure out a way to do it, or, you know, it seems like, or maybe there's a decision that you have to make and you pick this instead of that. So it seems like it's up to you where you can use your free will. Also, I get try later. So what's interesting with this card is there is this eclipse, and it looks like it's a full moon eclipse as well up here. So I would say for you to look to see where the full moon eclipse is. If you're doing this in 2024, we have them in Aries and in Libra this year. So we have, I want to say the end of March and then April 9th, and then we have like September-ish and then October. So basically they come 2 weeks apart. So I would say those windows of time could work for you. And then next week. So some of you are going to see your person very quickly, maybe for Valentine's Day. So anyways, that is beautiful. So see which makes the most amount of sense for you guys based on what you already know and what your intuition says, as well as it might be that there's something that you can do that you haven't thought of yet, or that you've thought of and you've been tossing around and not sure that you could do. So that is what I have for you guys, my traveling pile. I hope you can see your person sooner than later because I know you care for them very much, and it seems like they care for you very much also. Especially because I got that Hierophant card in the past, which is beautiful. And I will see you guys next time. This is a pick your situation reading, so feel free to pick another pile if that resonates with you. Feel free to watch as many piles as you want. And this is a 2-part series, so I'm coming out with this one now, and the next one will be coming out sometime between now and Valentine's Day. So I will see you guys later. Bye. Hi everybody, welcome to my Valentine's Day 2-part video. This is the first part, and this is a pick your situation video where there are multiple piles with different situations, and you guys have picked this one with the Snail's Pace card. So for you, I got this beautiful candle going on today because I think you guys want to light a little bit of a fire under the ass because it seems like you feel like they're moving very slow and you're wondering like, when are they going to make a move? What is their next move going to be towards you? And are they ever going to pick up the pace of this connection? So I am going to check to see a little bit about maybe what's going on in them as to why are they moving so slow. So first we want to understand what is going on. So, and if you guys have a little bit of a candle situation on your house, you might want to light one because This one's orange, which is sacral chakra, which is very beautiful. But you might want to pick the color of the candle based on what we see here to see why they're moving so slow. Like for instance, if they're shy, they might need a yellow candle for the solar plexus, which represents being able to have courage and to be brave and have that like empowerment. If they're trying to be wise, or if they're anxious and they're like caught up in their head, maybe you need to light a green candle for them to like be in their heart, or maybe like a blue candle for clarity to see through some of their ruminating thoughts. If they're moving slower because they're worried about like financial security, there might need to be a red candle in regards to like this root chakra, or maybe even a green candle for like money so they feel safe. So we will see what is going on. So why is your person going so slow? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the Gentle Heart Tarot cards. So let's see here. So number 1, yes, your person is trying to make smart financial choices. So whether, and also not even that, beyond that as well. 1, it is financially motivated. So I do get with the 10 of Pentacles, your person is trying to make wise financial choices. And a lot of times people's relationship to their finances and money connects to how they date. So yes, your person is trying to be wise. They're trying to make good choices financially, and they're trying to see how do you fit into the picture of their career goals and their life and where they want to bring their life. Also, the 10 of Pentacles represents like a major life partner. So I feel like your person is also trying to use wisdom to see, would you be able to be that partner for them, or would they be able to be that partner for you? I feel like that your person is going slow to get to know you so that they can build a foundation with you, because they do see you as somebody important and valuable in their life, and they want to not mess it up. If they're going to give like a major life commitment, they're going to really want to make sure that they're ticking, you know, crossing all their T's and dotting all their I's and like doing all the right things, and that they don't want to like ruin it because of some stupid thing. So I feel like they're trying not to be impulsively reckless and foolish. They also are stuck definitely in anxiety and ruminating thoughts, for sure, with the 9 of Swords. You can see how they have a massive headache. So they definitely are very, very anxious, and they're trying not to mess it up. So they definitely might be very nervous. They also have some worst case scenarios where they might have catastrophe, or, you know, think the worst thing can happen, or they're just afraid. They're afraid maybe things could come all toppling down in their life. They're wondering, will this person like me in regards to like my job and my finances with where I'm at? Do they want somebody with more money? Do they want somebody with a better job? Do they want somebody that can commit stronger? That sort of thing. I get the 5 of Diamonds, so I'm not taking reversals for this part. The 5 of Diamonds or 5 of Pentacles is also they're scared of rejection. So if they haven't made strong moves towards you, they also might be scared that you wouldn't be wanting this, or you wouldn't be into it, or they might be scared of rejection. So there is a lot of fear coming from your person, and a lot of even security vibes. So also I feel like as of now, up to this point, you definitely could burn a red candle for safety, security, and root chakra energy to make them feel safe. Also, blue candles could be good because, 1, that would help calm down the overactive mind. And blue is also the color of Archangel Michael or Saint Michael, which is all about bravery. So if your person needs a little courage, blue is good for that too. Then I get the Knight of Cups. It seems like your person has a lot of love in this connection with you already, and it seems like they also might be feeling very vulnerable. So they might be trying to go slow because they're trying not to get ahead of themselves, and they might be protecting their heart a little bit, especially protecting their heart from rejection since they have a lot of feelings for you. They might feel like they're just like one big squishy heart and they're scared to get hurt. And then I get the Moon, so they also might be a little confused. They also might feel too that they're wanting to make good choices. They're wanting to be wise, and they're really wanting to I would say make sure that they're not acting based on just like emotions, because emotions can be fickle, and they want to make sure that they are making choices based on more than just their feelings. That's what they're thinking. So those are their motivations here. I want to see what is their next move or their next action going to be in regards to you. Awesome. Okay, so I get a series of these cards. This is the Pink Divine Love Oracle. Perfect for Valentine's Day. So I love this. This says open up, and it does say shy and timid on the card. So your person definitely is a little shy. So there is a little bit of that. They might need a little boost of courage or bravery. They might feel like they need to feel safe in order to open up. So there is that. I get memories. Oh, so they have some memories where they've been hurt in other relationships. I get old flame, as well as nibbling mice, which is taken advantage of and unappreciative. So they do have memories where they've dated people that have taken them for granted, and they have flashbacks of that. That's probably one of the Nine of Swords headaches that they get. So I feel like your person wants to open up to you about people in their life that have treated them kind of badly in relationships, or just when it hasn't worked out, and kind of their baggage. So it seems like your person, the next move they're going to do is they're going to have more of a heart-to-heart talk with you, where they're going to tell you about how they've been taken advantage of and how they weren't feeling appreciated, and how they are scared to or timid to open up their heart again, to be vulnerable in that way, if they're just going to be used, or if they're just going to be hurt, or that kind of thing. But I get free yourself. They are going to free themselves from those worries. So I like that. And even on the card, it says burdens, stress, and negativity be gone. So it does seem like they're going to be getting rid of that. So that is fantastic. So your person is definitely going to be opening up about their worries and fears, and that's going to be enough to be able to help them feel reassured and soothed that they can overcome that. And then I get slipping, time to confront issues and make a move. So I do feel like your person is going to make a move, and that's going to be fantastic. So I feel like the make a move is going to be more of like a traditional like rom-com move, where they're going to try to like hold your hand, or they're going to confess feelings, or they're going to kiss you. Like, I feel like they're going to ask you on a date. Like, they're going to make a move, and you're going to know like, wow, this is my person. They're really making a move. This is amazing. They're finally doing it. So it does seem like they're going to break free from that. So right now they're being held back by a little bit of their fears and their past relationship hurts, but I do feel like they're going to move forward with you. So that is really, really awesome. When might they make a move? Next week. Yes. Okay, you guys. So maybe they will make a move around Valentine's Day. Since this is a timeless reading, they can make a move, anytime in the year that you're watching this. But I do feel like next week is pretty freaking soon. So it seems like this little snail is not going to be, not that they're not going to be a snail, they probably still will be, but I feel like at least they will get to the next section. So that is good. The next one I get for you guys, because there are multiple people watching it, I get try later. So I also feel like they're going to try again. So if they've tried to make a move and you didn't pick up on it, or it was too small, it was like a hint that you didn't like get that they were making a move, I feel like they're going to try again. So I do feel like as scared and as shy as your person is, they will make another attempt. So I feel like they'll make a move next week. If that doesn't work, they're going to try later, but also it might be that you make a move. So I get it's up to you. So either you give them the green light, where you make them feel like it's safe to make a move, or maybe you make a move yourself. Maybe you get just fed up of your person's slowness and you're like, oh, screw that. Anyway, do you want to go out? Like, you might be like, oh, I'm done with that. I'm done with this waiting. And then sooner than expected, you guys, okay, it doesn't seem like your snail is going to be too snaily. I like this. So that's fantastic for you. So when it's up to you and next week and sooner than expected, maybe you do have a little plan up your sleeve, and that's fantastic. So it does seem like your person's going to make a move. Yay! Awesome. Let's give a little bit. I'm going to wrap this up, but I'm going to do a little, no, we'll do a little hermit. Okay. I'm going to see a little bit about, well, I'll do 2 more. One, no, actually I have a few more. I like this pile. Okay. First we're going to do 5 hermit cards to see what are they thinking and feeling about you now. Then we're going to do divine messages, and then we're going to, yeah, that'll be good. Okay. Yeah, okay. We'll see. So we'll go from here. 5. What are they thinking? I need time for me. It does seem like one of the reasons why they're going slow also is I feel like that they feel like there's stuff that they need to do in their life. Or they might even need more healing time. Or they might even feel like, okay, I'm going slow, but I can give you 10% of my day. Or I can give you like 10% of my week or whichever. Because it seems like they have stuff they got to do. They might just even need some like alone time or me time. If your person's an introvert, they definitely need some recharging time. But it seems like they have so much desire for you, and not only just sexual passion, but they desire to like pursue you. So it seems like they really desire to have you. So that is amazing. Reach out. Yeah, I do feel like they want to reach out, or they're hoping you would reach out. So it does seem like that they're definitely going to be trying this. You are so very special. Okay, you guys, that you also might be dating a person or interested in a person that just like really has like somebody they need to spend time on their own hobbies, or they really have stuff in their life that they need to do that they really enjoy. Like they just like their alone time, but it doesn't mean that they don't want to be with you also. So it does seem like where it says you are so very special, they definitely see how amazing you are and how special you are. And that's very sweet. Obviously they have anxiety. So your person has this love scares me. They might need a little courage candle. So maybe a little blue one that will give them empowerment and bravery. And that will also like give them clarity and help them kind of like get through these little, like cut through these negative thoughts that they have. If you also are feeling the same way, you can also light one for yourself. So back in the day when I lived in Florida, I used to light like little candles for like every boy I've ever loved. And then I had this thought. I was like, you know what? Instead of always sending them healing energy all the time, if I had lit a candle for myself instead, can you imagine how much farther along I would be in my life right now? And so then I made a resolution that every time I would send like prayer, or I would do like healing energy, or light a prayer candle or a healing candle, or like a whatever candle for like someone that I loved, then I would always at the same time light a self-love candle for me, or a healing candle for myself. So if you do get into some candle magic, or you want to light some, candle for the person you care for, light one for yourself. I always recommend that. And you can always say, as people worry about lighting like love candles, but the way that I do it is I always say like, if this is also in accordance to their free will, so because sometimes people are like, oh, I want this, but I don't, I want this, but I don't know how to get there. And then you're not actually taking their free will away or making them fall in love with you or doing something against their will. Basically, you're just saying like, if this is also what they want too, please let this happen. And then it's like, you've kind of combined both desires, and then that kind of helps make it move forward. So that's what I want with that. And then final messages for you so we're going to wrap this up. This is a pick your situation video. So there are multiple situations you could pick. If you feel like there are other piles that resonate with you, feel free to go to them as well and watch as many as you want. Again, the second part will be out sometime between now and Valentine's Day. So be sure to check out part 2 to my Valentine's Day special. And we're going to end with these messages, which are messages from Divine Masculine. We're going to do 5 about what are their thoughts about you right now from more of like a vulnerable part. Because they probably have not really opened up to you in big ways, or if they have, you may be curious if they still feel this way, or maybe what are some things that maybe are hard for them to open up about. I should have listened to my heart instead of what I was being told. So maybe your person was being told to not pursue you, or to, go their own way or be practical. And maybe it really got in their head, and now they're kind of like trapped in their own mind, and they're like, I don't know what to do. So it seems like they're maybe suffering in silence. I messed up. Please forgive me for what I've done. Your person knows they're being a snail. Your person knows they're taking their time and they're not really making the right action choices. So I do feel like they messed up. Also, if your person did mess up in the past and they like betrayed you or hurt you or did something, like you guys are broken up and you're wondering, they seem like they're sniffing around, but they're not really making a move. They also might feel like they're worried if you would forgive them. So they might need your forgiveness or an olive branch. I am feeling the pain that I've caused you. Yeah. So either they know they caused you pain and they feel bad about it, or you felt pain before and now they're feeling pain like you felt because they're mirroring you. And like, let's say you felt the pain of, oh, I feel so rejected, I don't know if they want me. Now they're feeling, oh, I feel so rejected, I don't know if they want me. So they might be also feeling pain that you felt. Or they just might be feeling bad knowing that they caused you pain. I highly admire and respect you for working on yourself. So I feel like your person really admires you, first of all. They put you on a pedestal or they really look up to you. There's a lot here. Also, I feel like they really like your job and what you do at your work. They really admire you for that and they look up to you. And I also feel like they know that you do a lot of like self-healing or self-improvement. And so they really admire you for like working on your own wounds and, you know, your stuff. So they really look up to you in regards to all that. I regret not choosing you when I had the chance. Wow, your person just really is kicking themselves. So one of the negative thoughts that they're feeling is they're like, oh my gosh, this person is gone and I'm never going to be able to be with them and I should have picked them, but I was given bad advice or I was told not to and I feel stupid and whoa, gosh, you're never going to want me now and that kind of thing. So they also feel like maybe they've taken too long and they feel dumb and they don't know what to do. I feel like your person doesn't know how to date very well, but that's okay. Anyways, that is what I have for you guys. My sweet little pile of my little pile that loves a snail. I hope they get their fire soon enough. So, all right, feel free to watch other piles if you want to. Otherwise, I'll come out with my part 2 video very quickly. I hope you love it and watch it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hi everybody, welcome to my Valentine's Day special, where it's a pick your situation reading, and you guys have picked the card, the Snake, which on the card, it does talk about third-party situations, the other man, the other woman, that kind of thing. So I have for you my 3 love triangles. We have a blue Larimar crystal that I'm going to use, which is on my Tarot de Paris deck. I have the Dragon Tarot with the Fluorite crystal, Pyramid, and I have this beautiful candle, which I'm not lighting actually. I have a candle off screen that I've lit already. And also because it's so pretty, I don't want to mess it up. So we have this really cool pyramid candle though, with all sorts of crystals in it, which I will still keep in frame for you guys so that you guys can kind of tap in to the energy. You guys are in a love triangle. It probably sucks. So we're going to see what are they feeling about you and what are they feeling about the third party. Now, you might be the third party, but for clarity, we're just going to say that the person that is connected to your person, they are going to be the third party, just for clarity, and you're going to be you. So, I will clear these little guys away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Tarot de Paris deck for you, and I'm going to use the Dragon Tarot. I don't have a Snake Tarot. I have a Dragon Tarot for the third party. So what I'm going to do is, and that's just for clarity. Now I want to give a trigger warning because it can be emotional for us to hear about people that the one we like or love are connected to. So if you're feeling like this is a bad day for this, I wouldn't watch this video today. But if you want to know about how they're doing with the third party versus how they're doing with you, feel free to keep watching. Okay, So first I'm going to start with how do they feel about you? And then I want to divide, well, I was going to use all these things, but I'm actually changing it up. I'm changing my mind. I'm going to put this down here. Oh, I will still put it in frame. There we go. And I will put these little guys in frame too. All right. All right, so they can be over there for now. But I do want to split this down the middle with, it's too light, nobody can see it. That rolls. Okay. So I'm going to pull cards for how they see you. So this is their feelings for you right now. We're going to do 4. And then we're going to do 4 cards for how your person feels right now towards the third party. Where are they at? This is actually the first time I've ever done a third party reading for YouTube. So I am experimenting with it as we go along. All right, so first of all, I get 7 of Cups. Okay, so first of all, I feel like your person does not have a commitment with you. So you probably technically are the third party. Or maybe there's a third party and then they broke up with you. But it seems like right now they don't have a commitment to you, as well as right now you might also just be a fantasy for your person. So there is that. I also feel like with the 7 of Cups energy that they dream about you a lot. So they have a lot of fantasies about you, they dream about you a lot, but I don't feel like they have an actual commitment. But I get the 6 of Fire. I get that they are very fired up for you. The 6 of Wands or 6 of Fire, they feel like a hero when they're around you. They always feel lit up around you. They want to be around you all the time. You give them life. And they feel like they want to come back to you if they have left you, or if you're in separation, or if you guys were connected because of something and that thing ended and that kind of split you guys up. They want to return back, and they also want a lot of attention from you, a lot of praise, a lot of recognition, validation. They really want you to see them. I get the Ace of Swords. I feel like you guys are probably talking though. Or there might be that your person wants a new beginning with you. They want to take action on you. They want to be brave. And you will probably either hear from them or they will create an action towards you pretty quickly. And then Princess of Coins. It also seems like your person feels that they can only give you a little bit of time and attention and their energy. It seems like that you've given them things and they're grateful for it and appreciative. They also see your value and it seems like they like you a lot. For the third person, the third party, how they're thinking and feeling about you. I mean them. I get Sire of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. All right, they're probably married to them, or they might be in a very serious commitment or relationship or partnership with them. The King of Pentacles is a spouse card usually, or a committed partnership card. Then I get in reverse, 4 of Cups. Okay, so I feel like they might have thought about in the past ending it with your person or being bored, but it seems like that they are, so they might have thought about ending it with their person, or they might have been bored with their person, but it seems like they're probably sticking in and holding on if they've been feeling restless or something. So the 4 of Cups in reverse is usually feeling like going along with it, or thinking about how do they receive this 4th cup. But it's interesting because when I look at it, actually, it's almost like pouring this water out onto the ground. And I wonder if there was like a dream that your person had of this person, of the third party, that now maybe they're reevaluating or they're contemplating like letting go of it. But it does seem like they're still very committed to it. And then I get Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, it also shows that your person might not really be wanting to put in as much time or effort or dedication into this connection. They might be just going through the motions. It seems like your person might have also started already taking the steps to remove their energy out of this connection. So with the Six of Coins in reverse, it seems like they're not wanting to keep investing in this connection. They might not want to keep giving to this connection with the third party, and it seems like they might be already withdrawing their energy from them. Then I get Three of Swords. So it does seem like your person might be feeling really hurt. They might be afraid to hurt the third party, or they might be feeling very like dissatisfied in this connection, or feeling emotionally checked out, or there might be a lot of grief. They might be sad thinking about ending it with the third party, but it does seem like, or they might have felt like, you know, committed for a while but unloved for a while, or in it for a while but dissatisfied for a while. So I get that there's definitely some like hurt feelings or some sadness. And it seems like they might not be like in a very good place. Let us see some more in regards to the Hermit cards. There we go. There we go. And then in regards to the third party. Okay. So, in regards to you, this is so fascinating because check this out. You guys, I get Ace of Swords and Ace of Swords twice. So it seems like your person loves talking to you. And again, taking action on you or having a new beginning or a strong beginning of strength and bravery is very important for your person. It seems like they're very, very excited to take action on you, even if they can't commit all the way, or even if they can't have a commitment with you. It seems like, or maybe they haven't committed to taking the action yet, but it seems like their planning stage is still very strong. I imagine you naked. That's definitely a lot of the fantasies that they have for you. So they definitely have a very strong sexual attraction. I left because you told me to. Maybe some of you guys told your person to leave if they're in a third party situation and not to like come back until they're single. Or, you know, maybe you're feeling like you're not sure if you want to get involved with them, but for whatever reason, they feel like you told them to leave. I need more balance. It seems like they're having a hard time if they're trying to juggle the both of you, or if they're interested in both of you. It seems like they're having a very tough time, maybe even making a decision. If I asked you to stay, would you leave? It does seem like your person has a little bit of a fear of abandonment. It seems like your person has been in a serious long-term commitment for a while, and they might be used to that kind of commitment. So they might be afraid that if they jump ship for you, would you just break up with them, or would you leave them, or would they not be happy with you, or that kind of thing. I still don't have all the answers. It seems like your person is still very confused. It seems like there's a strong attraction there, but they're still not sure what to do or what to take. I feel like they don't know how to have balance, and they don't have an answer from you. It might be that you haven't told them that, like, yes, you would stay with them, or yes, they can have a commitment with you. It might be you that's holding out on the commitment. And if I follow you, I could lose everything. Exactly. So they're a little afraid of jumping ship with you, and going towards you. Or they're afraid to leave their third party because they might lose the, money, kids, like house, like they might lose stuff if they go with you. So they might be afraid to leave the third party and to really fully, come over to this side. So in regards to the third party, how your person feels about them right now. So it's so interesting. So they think like there might have been something that happened with this third party energy. Okay. Yes. So they're also a little bit anxious and afraid of progressing. Wow. Actually, these are in reverse. Okay. All right. So this is interesting. I'm actually going to keep it this way because this is very interesting. Number one, they're not sure if they will choose a third party or if the third party will choose them. I feel like there might have been some conversation about breaking up or maybe even about you or something because they got, I think we should slow down. So it seems like with your person and the third party, there's been maybe a conversation like, should we continue? Should we break up? Should we go slower? Should we reduce the commitment? Should we move out? Should we temporarily separate? That kind of thing. But I feel like your person's not sure. Should they choose a third party? Or would the third party even want to stick around? Sometimes when your person, when people suggest breaking up, the other person is like, oh, well, then let's break up. I don't even want this. Like sometimes when they talk about what should we do, the other person backs away. Fear of abandonment can kick in, or the rejection fear can make us pull back, that kind of thing. So it seems like your person might have already told the third party that they should slow down, but not sure if the third party wants to continue with them. This love scares me. It seems like they might be scared to continue with the third party, or they might have anxious thoughts about love in general, but it seems like they might be scared to continue with the third party's relationship. So it seems like it might scare them to, or maybe this relationship causes them a lot of anxiety. It might be a very chaotic relationship. Or they might be scared to be locked into something like this. So there is that. Or they might even be scared that the third party is done or doesn't want to continue. The Three of Swords is a sad card. And I get the You Make My Heart Full card in reverse. So there's maybe a hurt that has happened, especially with the other cards I'm seeing. So it does seem like the You Make My Heart Full is not there. So they might feel like they don't feel satisfied or fulfilled with the third party, even if they're in a commitment. And then I get be more selfish. It might be that your person is being very selfish, being connected to both of you, or if they're cheating, they might be just being selfish, gratifying their needs, or they might feel like they need to be more selfish and choose for themselves what would make them happy. What do they really want? What do they want in regards to love? I feel like with the Do You Even Care card in reverse, they might either know that the third party has feelings for them and cares for them, but is feeling, like bad about it, being like, I know the third party loves me, but this is what I have to do for me. Or I know I'm hurting the third party. I know they love me. I know they care for me. Or they might be like, I don't know if I care for the third party. They might think like they're not sure. And then the Let Me Hold You card is also in reverse. So it seems like they're also feeling like, I don't know if I want to hold the third party. Maybe they're not sleeping in the same room or in the same beds. Maybe they are not living in the same house. Maybe they are feeling like, I don't even want to touch my person anymore. That kind of thing. So they might even think, I'm very attracted to you. And so I don't know if I want to be in the third party. I don't know if I want to be engaging in sex with them or holding their hands or kissing them. Or they might feel like I don't feel as impulsed to be passionate or sexual with the third party as they would be for you. So the Let Me Hold You card is not happening. Or again, the third party might be not wanting, the physical if they are in that. Or they might not even desire the third party sexually in that way. Let's see what the next action will be between you and your person, and then between your person and the third party. So 4 cards. What is the next action that your person, or a near future action that your person will take towards you? 1. I won't take reversals for these cards, for either party, for either side. And the reason why I'm shuffling them like this is because I have used these cards a lot today, and I just want to make sure they get mixed up. Not like it matters, because all the right messages come through anyway. But still. Okay, so your person's next actions towards you in the nearer future. Okay. So it's interesting the Seven of Cups card comes up because this is also the Seven of Cups, where there are 7 little frostings up here, and it says options. So your person knows or thinks that you are an option for them. They also feel like, there's an opportunity available with you. And it's interesting because I get the open up card, which says shy, timid, and reserved. So your person may not have already really shared with you the extent of their feelings for you. But I feel like with the Ace of Swords card that comes up twice and the open up card, that their next action might be about having a heart-to-heart talk with you and sharing more about their feelings for you or what's going on in their dynamic with their person. So I feel like they're going to open up a lot more, and that's going to be very instrumental in your connection. I get happy home, things going well, happy and content. They might not open up a lot about the third party if they live with them. They might not talk a lot about their home life, or they might gloss over it and be like, yeah, we're good, or yeah, we're okay, but also talk to you about their feelings for you. And then I get growth, which says leveling up and expansion. So I do feel like that your person might grow or evolve or really kind of connect with you in a bigger way. They also might tell you that they think that they would have a happy home with you, or that they would be happy with you, or they feel like they might tell you like, I'm always happy when I'm around you, or you make me so happy, or I'm very content with you, that kind of thing. It does seem like the interactions that they have with you though, with happy, content, and things going well, and growth and expansion, that I feel like the next interactions with you are positive ones, and that your next interactions go well. They might also open up to you more about other things in their life, and then just kind of be like, oh, things in my life are fine, and open up to you in regards to who they are and what they like, and kind of share more about themselves with you. With the third party, next actions. Okay, so I feel like your person goes kind of split. One, I get rainbow, bad vibes clearing up. So if they had a fight, or if they were, I got the 3 of Swords and any sad times that your person and the third party were having, I feel like their next actions are to make peace or to repair it, or they get back on okay terms. I'm still not getting that there is happiness here, but I'm getting that maybe they repair things and they make it so that they're in an okay spot. Then I get balance. So there is that. And it's interesting because it says, are things equal? Time to make adjustments. And it's interesting because they might start to talk to themselves in their head and be like, okay, I'm not really putting in the energy that I should. I'm not putting in the effort that I should with the third party. I need to do better. Especially if they're married or if they're in a commitment or that sort of thing, they might kind of try to keep buckling up and being like, maybe I should do better. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I need to give more, that kind of thing. So they might be assessing it. They also might be thinking, are things equal between me and the third party? Are we really having an equal give and take? Is the third party really giving to me what I need? Are they taking care of my needs? Or am I, needing to balance my life? If their life is a little out of balance, it does seem like maybe they're going to try to balance it, because you did get the I need more balance, and they're going to try to balance on that side. So I feel like if they're juggling the 2 of you, they might be trying to give equal time to both of you, or they might be needing to give more to the third party. So it seems like they're trying to figure that out. But what's interesting is these 2 cards too, because one, I get growth on your side, I get enlightenment on their side. So either they start to get an epiphany where they're like, you know what, I'm not really putting in the effort that I should be here. I should give more. Or they get enlightened about what do they want. They might be trying to treat the third party with wisdom and you with wisdom, because I'm getting growth and enlightenment on both sides. I feel like they're trying to do the right thing. It's interesting. It says spiritual awakening and revelation. Your person also might be getting some epiphanies about the third party to see is this something that is good for me? Does this make me happy? Is this where I want to be? What are my spiritual beliefs in regards to relationships? That kind of thing. But I do feel like your person is going to get some revelations. And interestingly, epiphany they get they might see the third party as controlling, or they might try to control the third party in regards to, sometimes when people have affairs, they, blame the other person for having an affair, that kind of thing, where they're like all jealous because they know what they're doing, kind of thing. So with the controlling, and it says cuffed and overprotective, I feel like they might also feel like maybe the third party is very controlling to them and they're trying to figure some things out, or they might be controlling the third party or trying to control the scenario a bit. If they don't want to lose the third party, they might be trying to control things so they don't lose the third party. And then we're going to go with I'm going to do some hidden truth oracles, and then I'm going to do messages from Divine Masculine. So, for you, we'll do 4. Yes, this is very interesting because some of these are already confirming previous messages you got from your person. Do 2. And for the person towards the third party. Okay. So for you, on your side, what's interesting is the I want you card, which we did already get that your person desires you a lot. So your person definitely wants you. They have a lot of strong passion for you. And I get the we will be together again, which is also 6 of Wands. So I also feel like, especially if you guys are in separation, that your person wants to reunite with you, or they want to connect with you or click with you. So I do feel like your person wants to resurface or come back together or pair with you. Then I feel you leaving me behind. Yes, especially combines with the I left because you told me to card, because you might be pulling away, especially if your person's with a third party and you know that, and they've talked about it, and so you might be detaching, or they might sense or think or be afraid of you detaching from them. And then I wish I could share my good news with you. So it seems like your person had some good news and they might want to open up to you about that. So it seems like that there's some things that are going well in their life they want to share with you. So it does seem like they want to tell you about some good things. So I do feel like that your person really does want to connect with you in strong ways. So for the third party, your person towards them. Okay. Wow. Okay. So for them, I couldn't let you get close to me. So maybe the third party has been trying to get closer to your person and your person has been resisting it or pushing away, or maybe because of some hurt, they have tried to shut out the third party, or maybe your person has intimacy issues or fears of commitment or that kind of thing. So it does, or with the be more selfish, or the this love scares me. Maybe there's just like a boundary that they've been, or a wall or a buffer they've been putting against the third party for a while. So it does seem like your person is having a hard time getting close to the third party or wanting the third party to be close to them. I know I was a distraction from your pain. So I know with the 3 of Swords card that we got, and the make my heart full in reverse, that it seems like that there's a lot of pain that's kind of been happening in this connection. And maybe there's been some either external things where they've been distracting themselves so they don't feel pain, or maybe they're trying to ignore the elephant in the room in regards to the stuff that's really going on in the relationship. Or maybe there's some kind of pain that they're trying to be distracted from. But with that spiritual enlightenment revelation card, I think that your person might have a hard time ignoring it for a while. I want to tell you how I feel. So it seems like your person really wants to tell the third party what they've been going through and what's been going on in them. And it seems like your person really does want to open up to the third party and share, this is really what I've been thinking and feeling, and this is what I've been going through. And it seems like your person's really wanting to kind of be more transparent with the third party. And I know I messed up everything. So maybe your person feels guilty because of their connection to you and their feelings for you. Or maybe they just messed it up in the relationship. Maybe with the third party, they just weren't able to really, master love in that way, or be able to let that person get close to them. Or they're like, no, it's my fault, it's me. So it seems like your person's definitely self-blaming when it comes to the third party a lot. All right, and then finally, we did these. Not yet. I want to do shadow side, light side messages, actually. Yes. All right. So I'm going to wrap up this video. If you guys have other situation piles that you want to watch, feel free to watch them. This is a multiple situation pile. So you may find other piles that also resonate with you and your person and your situation. And also be sure to check out my second part of my Valentine's Day special video between now and Valentine's Day. All right, so shadow side, light side messages, how your person, I'm not taking reversals, how your person feels about you. So we have 2 light sides and 2 shadow sides. Shadow side message, I can never find the right words to say to you. So your person definitely is challenged in regards to communication, which makes sense because we did get the 2 aces of swords. I feel like your person doesn't know how to talk to you, or they just don't know how to find the right words. They don't know what to say. You know, I even get the shy and timid card. So it seems like your person's having a rough time finding out how to communicate with you, or they might feel like self-censoring because of the third party. I should have been more honest about my feelings. Yeah, I feel like your person's thinking they should have told you how they felt about you, or they should have been more honest about how they have feelings for you. And they don't know how to tell you they have feelings for you in a way that like they can really either feel good about, or sometimes people just don't know how to talk in relationships. They almost are like stunted in regards to talking about their feelings. So it seems like they might also have that issue. A light side message, I keep getting signs that remind me of you. So your person is definitely getting signs about you and wants to pursue you, and it seems like they keep getting reminded of you, probably even in their dreams. And then I'm ready to let down my guard with you. So also they might not have been able to find the right words because they're being very self-protective. But it does seem like they definitely are ready to let down their guard and connect with you in a big way. So that is good. And interestingly, if they couldn't let the third party get close to them, they also haven't been able to let you get close to them, but it seems like they're ready to let down their guard and let you get closer to them. Now, in regards to the third party, it seems like there are the same 2 light and shadow messages. The shadow messages, I destroyed your confidence in me. Yeah, your person's self-blaming. They feel like they messed it all up, and honestly, they might have messed it all up. So it seems like your person's either feeling like inappropriately guilty, or maybe they actually did do something and they're feeling guilt about what they did, and that's, you know, correct. I'm mad at myself for behaving this way. So I feel like they either, unrelated to you, they did stuff with the third party that they knew they messed it up and they made a bad choice, and like that's happened a lot. Like, I destroyed your confidence, I know I messed up everything, I'm mad at myself for doing this. Or they just might be mad at themselves for liking you or for being attracted to you, that sort of thing. Light message, you're so beautiful to me. So they are attracted to the third party. They do have like feelings for them. So they do think they're also very beautiful. And can you forgive me? Can you try to understand me? So it does seem like that maybe that they are not in a good place with the third party, and that they've messed up, or they're sorry, or they've done something bad, or maybe you're the something bad, or, you know, they're feeling guilty about something. All right. Well, that is what I have for you guys, my snake pile. I hope that's helped you. Feel free to pick another pile if there are other messages or other cards that stand out to you in regards to your situation. And feel free to check out my part 2 video between now and Valentine's Day. See you later. Hi guys, welcome to my Valentine's Day special, where you guys clicked on the pile Infatuation because you guys are feeling pretty infatuated with somebody. You know, it's hard dealing with an obsession over somebody, or like always ruminating about them, always thinking about them. There might be something that you just can't shake about your person, or there might just be this like need that you have of them. And if that's the case, then you are on the right pile. I have picked for your crystal today this beautiful carnelian flame because it represents all of the passion that you feel for your person. And I'm going to put it in frame for you so that you can see it. I also picked the Gentle Heart Tarot cards because it's Valentine's Day special. So we're going to use this deck of love to channel about your person. We're going to look to see what's going on in this connection right now between you and them. We're going to check to see, will you guys be able to be together? And if so, when? And we'll be able to channel any advice for you right now, or any kind of help that you can have, and how they're thinking about you at this time. because I know it's hard to feel like you are dealing with this infatuation. And we're also going to check to see if your feelings between the two of you are mutual. All right. So I have 3 cards here where this is what you're thinking and feeling about your person at the moment, what you're experiencing and going through. 3 cards for their side, what they are thinking and feeling about you at the moment, what they're going through. 3 cards for the past, what has happened already to bring the two of you to this situation. 3 cards in the near future, maybe what could happen between the 3 of you in more of a near future time period. And then a card for more of like a longer term future or like an outcome down the road. Look this down here. Okay, so for you, okay, so I get the 7 of Wands in reverse, I get the 5 of Wands in reverse, and I get the 8 of Swords. So I'm getting the feeling that you're feeling pretty powerless right now, like you're feeling like there's nothing that you can do. For some of you, you might feel like your hands are tied. You might feel like you've taken all the action that you can take, or you might feel like the situation is left up to your person now, that you kind of have to just wait, or that you're like in this prison in your own mind that you can't free yourself from. So I get the 8 of Swords, which represents, like, you see all the swords are kind of like pinning her in or like trapping her. So you might feel even trapped in your own mind, in your own thinking. Usually the 8 of Swords is in a prison of your own making. So that's how you might be feeling right now. But the 5 of Wands and the 7 of Wands, in this deck it's called Crystals, these cards are in reverse. So for you, you guys might feel like, you know, if you guys had been fighting in the connection, that the fighting is over. That if you are feeling defensive or pushing or needing this or like trying to drive it forward, you might be feeling like you've given up or like you're in a pause some phase right now. Because the 5 of Wands and 7 of Wands is like fighting for something, pushing for something, you know, wanting something if it's upright. But in reverse, it's kind of like you've dropped all your defenses, you've dropped all the things that you require that you must have in a relationship. It's like you've just kind of, and maybe it's like you feel like that you'll take whatever you can get, that you're not going to have like high standards or push for things, that you just have to have something, you know. And so it might just be that you're kind of like in a waiting time. You've accepted that you're in a waiting time. You've accepted that you've done all you can do and that you're kind of just stuck there, and that you might feel very stuck. And that you're feeling like, well, there's nothing that you can do. It's not like you can really take action or move forward. And it seems like all the drama that's been in this connection has seemed to die down. Now, in regards to your person on their side, how are they thinking and feeling about you right now? Okay, so for some of you, you might be blocked or ghosted. I don't feel like there's any communication going on between you and your person. And I'm not, to be 1000% honest, I'm not sure if there's mutual interest. We can look deeper. But what I get is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I get the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And I get the 8 of Wands in reverse. So what's tricky is usually the Queen of Pentacles upright is like a spouse or like a wife or like a relationship or somebody that they see a long-term potential with. But with it in reverse, they might not share your feelings. They might not, you know, see you in the same way that you see them. And then with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, I see that usually this is also a card of a long-term future or investing in building something to last for the future. And I feel like, and this can change, but like at this point, at this time, it seems like they're not thinking about that or investing or committed to you or in a relationship with you or wanting to be. So they don't see you guys as together. And I also get the 8 of Wands in reverse, which is also usually the card when it's upright of communication. But with it in reverse, it's like they're not talking to you, they're not traveling to see you, they're not communicating with you, and it seems like there's not really any interactions, and if there are interactions, it's very, very little. So you guys might be here from some of my videos where it's about like no or low contact, relationship videos, or ones where like your person is just not interacting with you or not communicating with you. Baby, you have to get down because I have candles up there. Okay, so it seems like that's kind of where your person is at the current moment. In the past, what has happened? Okay, yeah. So you actually, for those of you who have been in the past with your person in a relationship, I do see that that's ended because I get the World. So I do see that like what you guys have been in is over now. So which kind of connects to the fact that your person doesn't feel like they're with you, and how for you it's like you're not putting up a fight anymore or like arguing with them. Now things are just kind of like at a lull and feeling like kind of trapped or feeling like you can't really move forward. So I get in the past things have ended, and then I get the Star card in reverse. I feel like they might have told you there's no hope, or you might have gone through time periods where you yourself have gone through periods where like you don't know if you have hope about this connection. You might have gone through time periods where you've been really depressed about it, or really like pessimistic about it, or very like accepting that there's no future, but still being obsessed with them or still being infatuated with them, that kind of energy. I get the Queen of Cups. So what I do love is I love that you're able to really give yourself love, and you're able to really give yourself nurturing. And I feel like for those of you who have been in a relationship with your person, there may have been an emotional connection in the past. The Queen of Cups represents like you giving all of your love, but then feeling like there's no really hope anyways, and then things being over. So that's kind of that situation. I feel like the way they perceive you is like they do have kindness towards you and they do like you in a lot of ways, but I also feel like there's not really active energy going on right now in regards to them at this time. In the future, in the next 3 months, I get, okay, I kind of get that you might be at a point, I wouldn't say we're like you're moving on, because I don't know, I honestly don't pick up or feel that you guys want to. But I also get that like you're kind of still kind of like left alone by yourself, so you might kind of feel like or come around to the situation where you're like, well, I have no choice but to move on, or there's really nothing else I can do. I'm just kind of here on myself, on my own. I'm the only one in this, and they're not here. Because I get the 9 of Diamonds in reverse, or 9 of Pentacles. So I get that like you don't really want to be single, but I also get the High Priestess, where it's like, but there you are showing up and being very psychic or very intuitive. You might feel in tune with your person. You might try to channel them or tap into them or tune into them to see where they're at emotionally and what they're doing and where they are. So I get you showing up here. The good news is it is upright, so it is in a position where like you are doing okay. And then I get the 4 of Wands in reverse, or crystals in reverse, which again, if it was upright, the 4 of Wands represents a relationship. But with it in reverse, I don't see a commitment. I don't see you guys being together. So it's kind of like you don't want to be single, but you are still trying to tap into your person, maybe intuitively or psychically, but not really in a relationship with them, or they're not really stepping forward or being with you in the next 3 months anyway. And then long term down the road, I get eventually you do probably give up. I get the Princess of Swords in reverse. So I get like this would be like communication if it was upright, or like standing up for yourself, or advocating, or taking action, or communicating, or even spying, you know, checking up on social media. But within reverse, I feel like you probably give up. Like I feel like you finally probably eventually like it dies down, and that they like urgent, like kind of aching need inside of you kind of goes away, and then you're just kind of like, well, you know, there's nothing else to do. It ran its course and you kind of go your own way. So I do get that there is kind of this situation where it's like, it's kind of like eventually at some point you give up or you lose interest. I feel like this is like the urge in you leaving you or dying down. So I would say like what I see as the hope though is, and what I like about this is it does seem like even though you guys probably won't be together or end up together or get back together, it seems like at least what I'm seeing with this is that like at least you're not tortured forever, you're not holding on forever. Even if you have felt this feeling for a long time and it's been painful, I feel like at least you get relief from that. So I do feel like at least with that does, you know, settle down in you or soothe inside of yourself, which is, I feel, a good thing, because there are a lot of people out there for you that you could be with or intuitively could pair with. Even people who are like married to other people as a destiny, if it doesn't work out, they will reshuffle and new people will come in. So at some point this will reshuffle for you, and it does seem like it does. So that is very, very good. I do want to answer more questions though about what they are thinking and feeling about you. Even though it does seem like, at least right now, they're not desiring to be together, we could at least still check to see, like, but what are their thoughts? So let's go to some hidden truth, because you probably don't have communication with your person and you probably don't know. So let's see for this. Okay. So for you and your person... Okay. All right. So the good news is if you guys did have an argument and broke up, or if you had a communication with them and you felt like, gosh, I just really want to know what I did wrong, it seems like if they blamed you, they know it was their problem. They know it was their fault, because I get the card that says it was my fault, but I blamed you. And I get the card that said I hid who I really am from you. So maybe for some of you, they weren't really interested in a relationship, but they kind of strung you along or acted like they sort of were checking up on you from time to time, or whichever. But it seems like they never really let you get too close to them or let you really in. And also they might not have revealed to you that they weren't really, really looking for this, or they weren't really, really the type of person that wanted that kind of connection. I feel like for you guys, they maybe didn't let you see the parts of them that they're really ashamed of, or the parts of them that are very vulnerable. So I feel like maybe they were avoiding it or escaping from it or masking it, or, just not really letting you in or not showing you. And if you guys have been in no communication for a long time, they just might not have, updated you about their life or who they are or who they've become, or, that sort of thing. So on one hand, I feel like maybe on purpose it was deliberately withheld from you. For others of you out there, I feel like that you just didn't have the opportunities to be able to get to know them, or they just didn't let you in to get to know them. Now, the thing is, and the thing that might be confusing for you guys, is I do feel that there is an attraction that they have. Even if they're not acting on it, even if they don't want to act on it or don't want to be with you, I get that I am so attracted to you card. So I would say, like, at least maybe like a thing you can take with you that maybe to make you feel better, or maybe that just kind of validates what you've been picking up on, because it's not like there's zero there. It's not like there's nothing, but I do get the I am so attracted to card. So there is an attraction that they have for you, whether it's sexual and physical, or whether it's emotional, or they like some stuff about like what you do and what you like, and like they're like very attracted to like your personality. Though I feel like they like who you are as a person. So I do feel like there is that. And then I wish I had treated you better. So I also feel like that while they don't want a relationship, I do feel like that at least they are aware that it was their fault and that they treated you badly. And I feel like at least if they don't tell you this verbally, that there is an awareness inside of them that there is an accountability, where they're like, okay, I know it's my fault. I know it's me. I know I didn't treat my person very well, or this person very well. And I know that, they deserve to be treated better. And then so many things remind me of you. So especially if you guys have been in a relationship and have broken up, and there's been some like time where you guys haven't been able to get over them, but you still think about them and are infatuated, it seems like they are still reminded of you. So there definitely are a lot of things that remind them of you, like throughout the day. And I'm starting to understand our connection. So also they might have been in denial about your connection, or not. They haven't been able to understand it. Obviously, you guys got the High Priestess, so you guys probably intuitively and psychically do feel that in like a very psychic way. And so that gives you some sort of understanding or clarity, where maybe they don't have that ability. Maybe they're not intuitive in that way, or they just haven't applied their spirituality to this or been able to understand it. But it does seem like they are starting to understand it. And I feel like on some level, they're probably also starting to understand like you and your side and your point of view in a way where maybe they weren't able to in the past. Okay, So if you guys, now, I mean, I do feel like you guys probably wouldn't get back together or get together because of what I saw on the cards. But if you guys were to have some communication, when would that be? Because I do feel eventually you let go and lose interest at some point because there's just nothing giving back to you. There's just nothing you're holding on to, you know? So you're the only one in the room, basically. But let's see. And I'm sorry that this reading might also sound very, very harsh. I'm so sorry about that. But I'm going to do 3 cards in regards to windows or time frames when you might hear from them, or when you guys might be able to have a conversation, or when you guys might be able to talk. So, okay, so the good thing is I do feel like you're not going to have to wait too long. Now, I know that this reading does have a lot of viewers and there's going to be many situations watching, but it does seem like within 3 months of now, even if you guys can't be in a relationship, you guys might be able to have a conversation. So I do feel like at least you guys might be able to talk there. Now, for some of you watching who've never talked to your person, or you've not been able to get them to reply to you, this might be in dreams. So you might have a conversation with them in your dreams. But for most of you, I would say at least half of you, that you guys would at least be able to have a verbal conversation, whether it's through a text or an email or a message, maybe in person, maybe a phone call. Probably it's going to be more like text messages or electronic in some way. For others of you in September, so I know this is a Valentine's Day kind of themed reading. So it might be that you guys, if you're watching this now, that you hear or have a conversation with them maybe in like 6 months, like in September time. For others of you watching this video at different times of the year, it might be that September is closer to you than obviously February. So I would say that, you know, in September could apply for some of you where you guys could have some kind of communication. And then for others of you, especially if you're watching this around Valentine's Day, I get the card in April. So for some of you watching, April is a time period that would be important for you guys in regards to talking. So I feel like I want to give you guys, I want to end on some advice. So my candle is on the pile I want to use. So is there another deck that I want to use? Here we do. Yes. Okay. Synchronicity, right? Like it's all supposed to happen. All right, I'm going to use Twin Flame Guidance Oracle, especially because some of you guys might feel like your person is your twin flame, or you guys might feel like that they're a very, very important soulmate for you. So let's see, in this Twin Flame Guidance Oracle card deck, let us see something here. So here is some advice for you guys to wrap this up. And also, if you guys feel like this wasn't exactly your situation, if you're like, no, I am in communication with my person, we do talk actually, and I don't know, you know, if they feel it back for me, but we talk a lot, or we are dating, do they feel mutual feelings? This is probably not your pile. There are other scenarios. If that's the case, you guys might want to check the Red String of Fate pile. You guys might want to check memories, like does your ex still think of you? You guys might want to check a couple of other different piles. And also we're having part 2 of this Valentine's Day special come out between now and Valentine's Day. So check back to see if more piles in that video resonate with you, or future readings or past readings on my channel. So right now, okay, so this is a pretty strong message. I do get the card release. So there might be able to be some kind of ritual that you guys can do in order to release this from your energy field, or from your like all-consuming thoughts, or from your mind. Because with the release card, I do get that whether you journal it all out and then you do a bowl burning ceremony, or whether you do that thing sometimes in LA, they have like the lanterns. They have that, I forget what month that is, but you know, sending a lantern out. I wouldn't say a balloon, because a balloon can be eaten by animals, but I would say like maybe like wishing on like a dandelion, that kind of thing, to release it out into the universe, or maybe even lighting a goodbye candle, or like a freedom, releasing yourself from this. Cutting cords is helpful and important, but definitely doing a release, even if it's just like releasing, get this heaviness out of you, getting rid of it, salt baths, stuff like that. You've probably tried a lot of things and have had a hard time having anything really work. But I would say like this advice for you is to be able to maybe experiment with some release techniques in order for you to release it. If you guys don't do it in therapy, then maybe some kind of like new age ritual could work for you. Crown chakra. So it does seem like for you that obviously with the High Priestess card you got that you are very strong and very psychic, and it might be that you are very intuitive and you are picking up a lot of truth about this connection, but it might be that there are also other truths that are also there that are hard to take or accept, or you might be like, yeah, I know that we're not getting back together, but maybe we will, or but I want this. Sometimes it's hard when our psychic thoughts conflict with our wants. I know that that's hard. I mean, I live that, right? So that's really hard. A lot of times I've had things that I've like wanted no matter what, even if it seems so unlikely, or even if I know it's not going to happen, but I still want it anyway. So it might be kind of hard to like reconcile those pieces. But I would say keep psychically picking up on and intuiting like other really good things that you could have in your life or in your future, or try to like connect to those energies. And I get material world. So it might be like, and I know this kind of sucks, but it's kind of like maybe the only thing you can focus on right now is your career. Maybe the only thing you can focus on is what your day-to-day experience is, or like what's in your financial experience. So with the material world card, it might be like right now, it might be okay for you to distract yourself with, while psychically channeling, also focusing on your financial or material world, focusing on your day-to-day or like your lived experience. Then I get for you guarded. So I get that for you, you guys also might find that you might be guarded thinking about dating other people. Sometimes we get infatuated with someone and hold on to somebody from the past, or someone unavailable, or someone we can't have, because we're afraid to let other people in, especially if we've had a lot of trauma. So like for instance, if people have gone through like assaults or really bad heartbreaks or griefs or losses of people through like deaths or breakups or divorces, we can sometimes be like, you know what? The whole dating pool out there is bad. I just can't let anybody in. I'm afraid of having a trauma happen again. I'm afraid of going through this, or this is not going to happen for me. Why should I even try? Or I've been so discouraged with the people that I'm meeting. I just don't want to go out there again. So there might be like a little bit of a guarded energy for you. And if there is that, that could be something that you might want to be able to think about. How can you release the wall or the guard? Now, of course, we need to use discernment. We have to be able to like use self-protections physically in this world, because this world is not always a safe place physically or emotionally. But it might be about, as we work through this bravery to see if we can date other people or experience what might be out there, it might be about lowering a guard if you yourself are finding yourself feeling like overly self-protective, or finding like, how can we get to know somebody and let go of or lower this wall in time. And I get recognition. So I get, especially, this is what you've been picking up on psychically. So I would say that like, even if you're not going to be with them, and it's true, like we're not with every single person we love, like there are many people that we can meet in our lifetime that we can recognize or that we can love or have a bond with, and we're not going to marry everyone. So it might be that like accurately, you guys are definitely picking up on the fact that like you do have a soul bond, you do have a recognition, you do have this like very strong connection with this person in your heart, and that you do probably recognize them from maybe a past life, or you feel something from them that there's a familiarity there, or their soul on a way, or you feel like you love their heart in a way. So I feel like your intuitive psychic abilities are very strong in the fact that you can identify and recognize when you meet somebody that's an important like person, that's like a beautiful soul, or that like you can, that you have a bond with. And so I would say that for you, it's good for you to be able to at least have like the validation that like you did recognize this person when you met them as like somebody special. And even if you aren't going to be with them, because we don't marry everyone that we love, that we can still recognize that they are a beautiful soul, and that we do have a connection with them on a soul level. So I would say that there is that. And to know too that like we're not doomed to be able to be alone forever or be tortured forever. Like we're not meant to be here to be able to never have love. So I would say that for you, that it might be about knowing that even if this person can't come through for you, that there are other souls that will at some point, and to have faith in your ability to be able to recognize them. Sometimes we feel like we doubt our abilities to make good choices in love if the one person we liked from the past didn't work out. But that's not a barometer of how accurate we are that we can identify people that come our way. Not every relationship is supposed to work out, but it doesn't mean that like we're faulty or that like we'll never have love or that we won't have good choices. I would say that like it's easy when we go through a trauma or a big heartbreak to start to mistrust ourselves or start to create these like large generalizations that might not be backed up by fact. Even if you've seen evidence of this happening in the past, it doesn't necessarily mean that this is going to be a forever thing or that this is going to happen forever. So that is what I have for you guys. I do feel like there is going to be a beautiful soul that will come in for you that you could be with. I won't channel it in this reading. If you are interested in it, you should click on the lovers pile, because that's the pile that talks about new love coming in. And the only reason why I'm not is because if you guys are feeling guarded and you guys have your fixation like really on this person, which I feel like you guys might right now, you guys aren't going to be really open to wanting to hear about like new people coming in. So I will leave this here, but I would say that again, if you are interested in new love, check out the lovers pile. And of course, I'm having new piles come as well for the second half of the video, so there might be ones there for you you could check out. So until next time, you guys, I do hope that you guys remember that you guys are amazing, and even if it didn't work out with this one particular person, that there are a lot of good things coming up for you in your life that you can have, and that just because this person can't be with you, this is not the only one that could be awesome or the only good thing in life that could be happy or bring you joy. So that is what I have for you guys. I hope this has helped you. Again, feel free to pick another pile if you feel like this wasn't your video or it didn't resonate, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi guys, welcome to my Pick Your Situation video today, where we are focusing on a connection between you and your person, and you guys have picked the red string of fate. And we have this beautiful soulmate crystal. It's rhodochrosite, and it's a beautiful pink crystal for soulmate love. So I'm going to put this in frame for you so you can see it. And because you picked red string of fate, I am using my beautiful tarot deck that is red, which is gorgeous, the Lover's Path Tarot. So we're going to look at the connection between you and your person and see what is going on in your connection. The red string of fate is a concept where twin souls or two souls are connected so deeply that there is this eternal bond that they will always have and always feel with each other that is very sacred and very special and beautiful. So we're going to do 3 cards for your side, how you're thinking and feeling about your special person, and 3 cards on their side, and I'm going to do reversals to see what are they thinking and feeling about you right now, what's going on in this connection. 3 cards for the past, what has happened already to bring the two of you to this current point in your connection. 3 cards for the future. What's going to happen between the two of you in the next 3 months, most likely? And then what would be happening down the road a little later? So we have a beyond 3-month mark. I'm also going to, before I flip these over, I'm going to stack a couple of additional cards on top of these. I have these really cute Love Oracle cards and Situation Love Oracle deck cards. So I'm going to do 3 cards for you, 3 cards for them, 3 cards for the past, 3 for the future, and a longer term outcome. Okay, and then I'm going to do, and it's interesting, these might duplicate or not, because I feel like they have, I don't know if they have a similar author or what, but I feel like they connect. I got them as gifts, so I'm not quite sure, but I love them anyway. All right, so we'll do 2. And I'm not taking reversals for these oracles. Okay. All right, so first, on your side, I will take reversals for the tarot, but not for the oracle. So Oh, you seem like you're in a very, okay. It seems like you're in a good place for the most part, but then I also skipped ahead and I did peek at some other cards. Okay, so I get the Six of Swords, which represents, and in this deck it's called Six of Arrows. Now, it's interesting because I feel like, and actually it does connect. Okay, so a lot of psychics will call the Six of Swords card about moving on or leaving a partnership. I always look at the Six of Swords as being supported. Now, you can even see in the card that the boat has left these rocks behind them and is sailing more towards calm waters. And it's interesting because as I'm peeking, the card that I see from this handful is heartbroken. So you may have gone through a sad, heartbreaking time between you and your person. Also, you might have gone through a heartbreaking time in your life and your person has supported you through it. So it might be that. And for the red string of fate people out there, usually if you're in each other's lives for a long time, you'll have gone through different life milestones and different life events where they can be in your life as a friend, as a lover, as a committed partner, you know, that kind of thing in different ways. And they might fluctuate and change even the dynamics of the relationship over time. Like you might have some times where you're just friends with them and then it morphs into a relationship and then you go back to friends and then you're dating them again and then you get married and then you're, you know, so there might be like it kind of goes not in a straight line, or it might go in and out of different kinds of dynamic relationships in this connection. So if you've been heartbroken with your, and also you might have gone through some heartbreak with your person. It might be that like, you know, you guys are still in each other's lives, but that there's been some heartbreak in this connection. It hasn't been an easy one. So there are a couple of different interpretations since there are a lot of people watching. So I will take the heartbroken card and I will take the Six of Swords, but it does seem like you guys are going beyond that and you guys are moving beyond these rocky boulders that are dangerous for the boat and you guys are moving into calmer waters. Also, you might be moving, or you might feel that you and your person are moving beyond heartbreak. So that is beautiful. I do get this Prince of Cups, Tristan. And so what's beautiful about this is that it does seem like you're looking at your person as someone who has their big heart open for you, that they're giving you a lot of love. You might prioritize them over other people since you do get their card showing up on your side. You might prioritize them, sometimes maybe even above your own needs at times. And that's okay as long as you also give to yourself. This also shows up as a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, where most likely they are or have that in their chart somewhere strong, or you could. Then I also get the Ten of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. So again, you may not always have, you might not look at them as marriage material, or you might not be sure if there's someone you want to marry. You also might look at them as somebody where you guys don't have like an official, solid, committed thing. You might not have like a real strong vision for like the future, we're going to be married. You might look at it as like a very strong connection where you're dating for now, but the connection is an eternal bond. That kind of thing. Or maybe you're at the point where you know you have a strong bond with this person, but you're not sure how far into the future you want to go with them or how much you want to invest, because this is your side. It might be also that they haven't given you that ultimate commitment that you might be wanting. Then I get the Mirror, which is mirroring each other, self-image, reflections. Relationships reflect our wounds, and introspection. So your person has definitely helped you reflect about life, love, your connection, has helped you heal your childhood wounds or your past relationship wounds, has helped you nurture your heart, has helped kind of like, you might feel like you guys are the same. You might feel like you guys are twin flames. You might feel like you mirror each other, like you're going through the same thing around the same time. You guys might have gone through one big major life milestone that, you know, comes up. Like for instance, just as an example, you might be going through a situation where you lost someone important to you, and right around that time or before, your person might have gone through a situation where they lost somebody important to them. You know, that kind of thing. So it seems like in this situation that, yeah, there's definitely some mirroring going on, and it does seem like that you guys are healing each other's wounds through this dynamic connection, which is actually very beautiful. And I get Camera, which is reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. So you guys might have actually literally be taking a lot of pictures together or taken a lot of pictures together, or photography or photos might be important to this connection. Maybe a lot of selfies or stories or Snapchats or whichever's. Also, you guys might just be reflecting a lot, or you might be reflecting a lot on the memories that you guys have made together. Also, you guys might be artistic and do a lot of art together. So that's very beautiful, but it does seem like you really want to capture the memories in this connection and that they are important to you. Also, you might check up on them a lot. Ooh, okay, I get it, guys. I get it. You might be a little scared of this connection, or you might feel like you're afraid to put your whole self into it, because I do get the runner. You might be running a little bit from them. Maybe you're hoping they will chase you. Maybe you're not sure if you want to commit completely. Maybe you're a little intimidated about a connection this strong, but it seems like you might be the runner in this situation, or more of the avoidant, or more of the, they might be more invested than you. We'll see their side, but it doesn't seem to prevent you from checking up on them with the sunglasses card. So it definitely seems like either way, you're definitely still kind of checking in on them and seeing how they are. And it says watching, looking, perception, and stalking. So you might be still checking up on them. And that might just be due diligence. Like you might be feeling like, gosh, I just really need to check to see if this person is a good match, blah, 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 blah. So for them, they are, oh, they're so cute. Oh my God. Oh, wow. That is, oh my God, no way. Okay, you guys, this is so cute. Okay. Sorry, I just went through like a whole rainbow of emotions. Okay. You guys are adorable with your little string of fate person there. All right, so first I get the 8 of Staves, which is the 8 of Wands. It seems like your person wants to take a trip with you, or they want to travel with you soon, or travel to see you. If you guys haven't checked out that traveling pile, that's about long distance love. So you might want to check that out if you guys are at a distance from your person. I love how this is also a great communication card. So you might be, or your person might feel like they're wanting to communicate with you very quickly, or want things to happen with you very quickly. So, or they might feel like this connection is progressing forward very nicely. It seems like if your person in the past has been resistant to love, or has been defensive about it, or pushing it away, that they are not resistant or pushing it away now with you. Also, if you guys were arguing or getting on each other's nerves, it seems like with the 5 of Wands in reverse, they are not argumentative with you, they don't want to fight with you, or there's peace in this connection, or it seems like that you guys are, from your person's perspective, feeling like you guys get along very well, and it's kind of easy. And it's nice, and you guys aren't fighting. So that's nice. And then I get the 2 of Coins in reverse. So it seems like your person also might be having a hard time juggling, you with their life. So that might be a little bit of the thing that's a little bit rocky for them. Or it may just be that they feel like they have to kind of just prioritize and schedule and juggle you guys around. So there's that. With the 2 of Coins, it also shows too that they might be feeling with that in reverse that it's like they have to make a decision, or there's a decision they want to make in regards to this connection. Maybe even just to decide to travel, or decide to tell you something. So that's cool. Now, what I get that's so cute is, check this out. I'm going to skip ahead. All right, so I got this. Even though that's wicked cute too. Yay. All right. Look at what you guys got. Not only, okay, 2 things. 1, you literally from 2 different decks both got the card of the mirror. Like, how crazy incredible is that? So you both are mirroring each other by getting the mirror. You guys are totally connected. So cute. Okay, so you both got the mirror card. So this is good. Now on their side, though, I have to say, I don't feel that they are as extreme as narcissist, love bombing, or one-sided relationship, or self-absorbed. They might have some fire sign qualities that are a little bit like selfish. But I'm also getting on their side with the golden mirror. I feel like that this is more the mirroring of you guys, which is cute. I also feel like maybe you guys just like mirrors. That's fun. And then that's very cool. So yeah, I think this is just so interesting. I'm just getting that they just might be like, being with you because it's like their desire and their want, and they get to have it and they love it and they're just indulging in it and they love that. So that is very cool. I feel like they think that you guys mirror each other a lot. It's definitely not one-sided. You both got it. So both sides. Now check this out. Now you got the camera on your side. Look what they got on their side. Photograph. So cute, you guys. So I love this so much for you guys. So you both got mirrors and you both got cameras and photographs. So cute. So there's more mirroring with these. So that's amazing. And it says, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgic, make new memories. So they're definitely missing you if they're not with you. They're definitely looking at your photos. They definitely want to make new memories with you. You definitely probably, again, take tons of pictures with each other, or they want to. And it seems like they really cherish the memories that you guys make together. So that is beautiful. Then, you guys, so cute. I get the wedding rings card on their side. So they also see you as something serious. You're the runner. You may not be ready to see them as that ultimate serious partner yet. Or maybe you're running so they chase you. It might be a little like thing that you do as a self-protection to make sure they're really interested. But yeah, wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. So your person definitely looks at you as somebody very serious. I feel like they think they would even marry you or continue forever if you would. And then I get cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So your person keeps thinking over and over and over about you, looking at your photos over and over, taking them over and over, wanting to marry you. That's crazy. And then I get grounding, where I feel like they think that it's like coming from like a very practical, grounded place. Like it's not just a passionate place, but it's a very practical, grounded place where they're just like, well, yeah, I mean, why wouldn't I? I mean, of course. I mean, I'm here. Yes, this is very much what I want. I mean, of course. You know, it's like your person just thinks that it's just very, yes. Stability, security, performance, growth, and endurance. So I also feel like your person is very committed to you. More committed to you than maybe you are. Or maybe they haven't really let you in on how committed they are to you. Or maybe you know it and you're just happy about it. All right, in the past, maybe there's a reason why you were running. You did get the heartbreak card. So maybe they did break your heart before. But let's see here. In the past... All right, oh, wow. Okay. Yes. So, my darling, it does seem like maybe you guys had broken up. And maybe they want to get back together. Or maybe you guys are trying to get back together. Or maybe you guys are involved with each other in some way. But I do get that maybe, and I have to say this with the sweetest of love in my heart, and I'm so sorry, I don't want to call you out. How do I say this when I don't say this meanly? I don't want to say the problem was you. But I also want to say that perhaps you were not in alignment. I get the Queen of Cups in reverse. So maybe you went through something that was hard. You might have self-sabotaged this, to be honest. I get the Hammer. I'm so sorry. And I would normally blame them because why wouldn't I, right? Like, you're the one watching and I love you, right? You're great. But the thing is this Hammer says sabotage on it. And the Queen of Cups is in reverse. So it's kind of like you might have sabotaged it by not giving them your love at the time. Or maybe you didn't have love to give at the time. Or maybe you guys broke up and then you didn't have love to give because they broke your heart and you were like, I don't want to give you any more love. I'm not getting back together at the time or whatever. So yeah, I get the Queen of Cups in reverse. So you were kind of out of alignment, my sweet, sweet love. I'm so sorry. And then I get the Hammer, sabotage. It also says, and rebuild. So maybe you guys sabotaged it, but now you're rebuilding, or you've rebuilt it. And then I get persistent. Maybe one or both of you were persistent to try again. And then I get working on it and repairing. So you guys, I feel like maybe you sabotaged it. Maybe you sabotaged it by running, or whichever. And then it seems like, yeah, that now you guys are working on repairing it, or you guys are repairing it. So that's kind of what happened in the past. And then I got the Three of Cups in reverse. Like, I got like in the past, they didn't even want to be with any other women. Like, they didn't even want to be with any other people. But also with the three, because there's like, basically there was no third party. Like, they didn't even want anyone else but you. But then I get Also, Three of Cups upright is usually happiness and celebration and all of that. So with it in reverse, maybe there was like a sad time, or it broke your heart, or you were sad, or maybe at the time you weren't ready to move on with this person or move forward. But now you are with the Six of Swords, which is beautiful. So maybe at the time you weren't ready. And then I get the Ace of Coins. And this does represent the new beginning or the offer. So in the past, they made you this offer. So you guys probably were together and then you broke up, or there was some sabotaging, and then you got back together, and now you're healing it and you're working on it and you're repairing it. And honestly, love journeys are freaking hard, you guys. So don't even worry. Like, if this was something that you sabotaged out of fear or running, or just you perceiving your person wasn't genuine with this mirror love bombing narcissist thing, maybe you thought they would be, especially if you've had narcissist relationships in your life and you're like, oh my God, this person I feel connected to, of course they're going to hurt me. Of course they're just love bombing me. They can't mean it, you know? So of course we can sometimes push it away from being hurt, and that makes sense. But it does seem like you guys are healing it and you guys are working on it, and that's beautiful. And I do get the self-indulgence card. So it seems like you guys have started becoming like fun hedonists and indulging in each other. And it seems like you guys pamper each other, and that's great. And you also are giving yourself some self-love. So if you felt like maybe you didn't deserve it, but now you do, and that's great. So that's beautiful. So it says self-worth and value. So yay to you guys for having more self-love and valuing yourselves and taking the time to heal in the past. And it says time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. So you guys really worked through a lot of your shadow side. And, you know, so many people self-sabotage, and that's fine. It seems like, you know, your person loves you and is willing to work it out and wants to marry you. So yay. And then this is the thing that's interesting. So, okay, where you got currently that you're still maybe running with the sunglasses card. No, wait, sorry, that was runner. No, you're watching, lurking, stalking, perception. It seems like in the past this was happening too. So it seems like, my darling, this might have been going on for a while, but also they probably also were doing this towards you in the past as well. So I get the sunglasses twice. So sunglasses here, sunglasses there. So I get that you guys were looking at each other there. Yeah. And also, yeah. So I get that you guys were just kind of spying on each other, or just perceiving each other, seeing what was going on. And then I get heart with a key in the past, welcoming love, the meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, and perfect. So it does seem like you guys met each other and felt like they could have been the one, or it was perfect, or it was beautiful, or maybe you guys could get back together. And it seems like you guys, you know, had this very like a heart unlocking moment, this heart awakening when you met your person, and that was so beautiful, and you both felt it. And then abundance. So keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. So you definitely in the past have been grateful for each other, and you guys got back to like a honeymoon bliss time period, which is beautiful. And it seems like that you guys are really positive about this connection, and that you guys are keeping your thoughts positive now, so that you don't worry or self-sabotage by negative thoughts. And that's okay. And I like how you guys are manifesting exactly what you want with each other, even if you're still kind of coming around and healing more and more and more as you go. All right, now in the future, there are so many cards. Guys, you should tell me, stop doing so many cards. Okay. Now, one of these, here we go, is on this. That's why these readings last like 50 hours. All right. In the future, let's look at your tarot first. All right. Okay. So, all right. I feel like you guys have a choice. You can continue to keep going along, or you can see if you guys would rather be friends. If you feel like you're still running and you're not sure. Plus, also, you're probably super hot and you probably have lots of options. So, you might pick someone else. So, I get the King of Swords upright. So, I feel like that you or your person may choose that it might be more logical to be friends, or maybe they're just respecting your wishes, that kind of thing. Because I get Temperance card in reverse, which is Cupid and Psyche. So, in the future, you might feel like maybe you don't feel what you need to for your person, or maybe you feel like you're better as friends, or maybe you have somebody else you like more, or whichever. But it seems like, again, like a red string of fate, you guys can still be in each other's lives no matter what forever if you want to. So there is still that. And I like with the temperance in reverse, I feel like you think maybe there might not be a destiny for you, or maybe just in the next 3 months you just might not be ready, right? That's okay. So it may be that it takes more than 3 months for you to come around to it and be ready. The Six of Cups is a card of maybe not wanting to get back together, or maybe you feel like it might not be soulmate love, or maybe you feel like you felt stronger with others, or maybe you feel like you guys are just destined for something else. But with the Six of Cups in reverse, it seems like you may be in a reevaluating time period within 3 months. But let's see your oracle. Ooh, oh. So there's so much good, but there's also hard. So I get the backstabbing card. Again, it says heartbreak on it. So it says heartbreak and pain, separation and loss, deception and lies, shocking attack. So I also feel like maybe you guys are afraid that they're going to betray you, or maybe you've been through so much heartbreak or so much betrayal, or maybe it feels like, yeah, that you're worried about deception. Maybe you're worried about third party energy. Maybe you're worried about cheating or something. So maybe the jury is still out and you're not sure if you want to invest your whole heart, that kind of thing. Because the thing is I get the soulmates card. So you're still very connected on a soulmate level with your person. So I feel like you might just be afraid that soulmates betray each other, or, maybe there's some healing that you're still doing, or that kind of thing. So it says soul connection, partnership, soul contract, life partner. So there is that. And then I get the I like you and love call. So there's still so much good stuff in the future in the next 3 months. So you might still be healing. Maybe there's some really deep fears or cheating fears or attachment fears that are coming up for you that you guys are healing. So there's that. I do feel like you can trust your person, but I feel like you might be afraid, what if you can't trust them? But it seems like they like you and you like them, and the love call, it says someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So I feel like they tell you a lot, they think of you a lot, they share that with you a lot. Someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun, flirting, want to date. So I feel like you guys are still together, but I also feel like there's a part of you where you're I don't know, should I? You might be just still kind of afraid the other shoe is going to drop. And then I get lightning, which is sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. So you just might feel like you're just scared that you'll love them, and then bam, you'll be caught off guard. Or, you'll be oh, so happy, and then you can't have it. That happens a lot when people die. That could be a lot when let me say, that if you've had a death in the family, you could be scared that people you love will die on you. It happens a lot when we are going through grief, or we go through death, or we go through loss, or we go through divorce. We're scared. It really affects our attachment style in a big way, where it's we're always afraid that maybe that the rug will be pulled out from under us, or that we won't be able to hold on to the one we love, or we can't keep them, or that they'll hurt us. And so that happens a lot. So if you are healing from a death or from a big grief, that makes sense that you might be afraid. Or if you're healing from a divorce, that makes sense, So it seems like maybe there's a big healing from an attachment style that maybe you guys can both go through. It just seems like in the future. Yeah, and also too, it might be that there is somebody else you like better. Because there could be that you might find somebody else, because I'm getting girl with a snake, and there was a snake pile. So if this is a third party situation in any way, you might want to watch that video. It says empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. So you might be afraid of being cheated on. You might, if this is a third party situation, there may be that's what's going on and you're confused. Maybe in the past there wasn't a third party, but now you guys got together when your person's with somebody else, but you're still so connected, or you're with somebody else, but you're still so connected. So there might be third party, and there is that snake video you can watch for third party readings. So there might be that at the end of the day, or it just might be that there's just somebody else for you. I get the Five of Swords. Again, you might kind of feel like you're going off your own way, or you might feel like you're wanting to run away. You might feel like it's the healthiest choice for you, healthy choices for you to pick yourself, or for you to go off on your own, or for you to go do your own thing. So there is that. And it says self-love and self-care, being happier, love and life. So you might just find that, like, as you guys date and get to know each other and it deepens, you might feel like, you know what, actually, I think I'd rather just be on my own. I don't know if this is a match for marriage. I don't know if this is really a match for a long-term partnership, and that's okay. I'm getting to know them, and maybe it's not, but we still have this very sacred bond, that kind of thing. So there is that. But I would say that, you know, there's a lot that can be explored and discovered in connections. So you might find that as you guys get to know each other and you explore more, that you're figuring some things out and seeing what you guys really want. So, all right, I know this has gone very long, but I don't want to end you there. I want to end you on a beautiful note. So I'm going to go to Journey of Love for 3 cards for what your person thinks and feels about you. Too many right now. Okay, I'm just going to go for these. Rapid fire. Okay. So, the first, there's a lot of them here. More than I meant, but that's okay. So beautiful. It says, shocking, I am amazed by your beauty. So your person finds you highly attractive, very gorgeous. Unconditional, I will always forgive you. So if you guys have gone through some tough times, I feel like that your person has like an unconditional love for you, which is also beautiful. I regret letting you go and moving on. So it seems like your person really regretted that the connection ended with you in the past, and that's another reason why they're fighting for you now, or why they're in your life. Synchronicity, reminded of you constantly. So your person definitely is reminded of you and thinks about you so much. Karmic, this taught us our blessings and our lessons. So there may be some karma in this connection, or you guys might be exploring or balancing it, or your person might be feeling like they've learned a lot because of this connection and there's a blessing in it, but there's also a lot that they've been learning. I get fated. I'm sure this was all meant to be, which is literally the red string of fate, and the final card, Soulmate. We've done this before. We will do it again. So that is where I will leave you. That is beautiful. So it literally ends where it started, which is kind of the way of life and the kind of the way of these very, very deep connections, where it says fated, soulmate, red string of fate. So that is what I have for you, my sweet pile. Again, this is a pick your situation video. So you might find that there are other piles, like I would recommend snake, I would recommend traveling. There are other videos in this, or other piles in this video, that I feel like could resonate with you. Feel free to check them out if you want. Watch as many piles as you like. And this is a 2-part video where the next part is coming out between now and Valentine's Day at some point. I will see you guys next time. I hope you have a good one. Bye. Hi everybody, welcome to your video today where you guys picked the memories card, where we are curious about, is your ex still thinking of you? So I picked this beautiful crystal for you, which is this gorgeous amethyst, which I absolutely love. It's so sparkly and special and gorgeous. And amethyst is a beautiful card in regards to friendship and strong soulmate connection. So I wanted to include this in the reading, and I will put this here in frame for you so you can see it. And you might want to snuggle with some amethyst if you're healing your heart right now. I also picked for you this Gentle Heart Tarot cards because we want to see if you are on their mind and if they are still thinking of you. So we're going to do 5 cards, and then we're going to kind of build on that a bit with different decks. So yeah, we're going to do Situation Love Oracle. We're going to do that. Okay, so 1, we'll see how many we can put. And I will do reversals because it will help just give more information. So 3, 4, is your ex still thinking of you? Okay, so we'll do 6. So the first card I get is 7 of Swords. Okay, so your person is thinking about you, and they're thinking about betrayal. So your person is thinking about how the relationship ended. So whether your person is thinking about you moving on with somebody else, or they moving on with somebody else, or the argument that caused the ending, or the conversation, if there was any kind of like betrayal in this connection, I get with the Seven of Swords that your person is thinking that also, yeah, I'm getting many messages at once. The message that was interrupting me was that if your person is dating somebody else or they've moved on by now, they think that thinking about you is a betrayal to their relationship, or thinking about you might be a betrayal to your relationship. So they might be trying to not think about you. They might be trying to do the right thing and have integrity and try to keep you from their mind. They might be really trying to buckle down with somebody new if you know they're dating someone new. The Seven of Swords, I also get they might be thinking about if you guys did hurt each other or betray each other when you guys broke up, or if there was a fight, or if they felt hurt by you, or if they hurt you. They're thinking about those things. So it does seem like your ex that's still on their mind. It seems like they haven't stopped. So whether you broke up yesterday or 2 years ago or 20 years ago, it seems like your person is still thinking about that actively and currently. Two of Coins. It seems like sometimes you're on their mind, and then other times they go about their life or they go about their day. So the Two of Coins is like yes and then no. Yes and then no. Probably half the time. Probably like they think about you like half their day, or like they definitely think about you for a portion of their day, and the other portion of their day they're like, I don't know, brushing their teeth and going to work or whatever. But they definitely are thinking about you at least half the time. So for sure. And then I get the Hierophant. So they're definitely thinking about your relationship and how much love you guys had for each other, and when you guys were dating and when it was good and when you guys were committed and your partnership together. And yeah, the Hierophant card is absolutely like a very strong true love relationship card. So they're definitely still thinking about you. Again, it might not be all day, every day, but I would say it's probably at least every day. Then I get the Star. They're actually very hopeful about you and about this connection. I feel like they do have some positive memories, probably a lot of good positive memories because they do have the Hierophant. But I also feel like that there's definitely a lot of memories that give them hope. So either they hope to maybe be on good terms with you one day, or they hope to be able to connect with you again. Like there's still this Seven of Swords, which I can't overlook as like the very first card. But then I like the Two of Coins. It's kind of like they're kind of working through it, balancing it out. They're kind of processing it. Maybe this is what they're focusing on, like needing to heal right now. They might have felt betrayed by you, or they might have felt like they screwed you over. Like that might be something, like if they screwed you over, it's a guilt on their conscience they cannot shake off even though they tried. If you screwed them over or hurt them, they're still wounded and they're licking their wounds and they're still feeling hurt by that. And they're processing it and trying to heal, and maybe they've healed from like half of it. So the Star is that they still are also optimistic and they do think positively about you. And there's a lot that they admire about you and that they think about with you with that as well. And then I get Two of Swords. Well, actually, this is in reverse. Okay. I did say I was going to take reversals for here, which I might not have done for those, but the Two of Swords in reverse, it seems like your person feels like they made a choice. So if they were undecided about something in your connection, it seems like they became decided. So it seems like they definitely made their choice, or they made their decision. So I wouldn't say they can't go back on it, or that you guys can't get back together, but I would say that your person feels kind of resolute about it, or maybe they feel like stubborn about their choices. They feel like they decided. And then I get Four of Pentacles. Yeah, they decided to let you go. Or maybe in their thoughts, they like are decided, like, you know what? I'm going to move on. I'm going to let go of this, I want to say like pile 1, 2, or 3. Like, I'm going to let go of my person. I'm going to move on. It seems like they've made a decision, and Four of Pentacles, they like let go. So it seems like your person made a decision to move forward. Even if they can't move on, they've made a decision to move forward. So there is that. Then I want to see with the Situation Love Oracle. Now that we know that you're on their mind, I want to know, what are they thinking about you? So what are their thoughts that they have about you at this time, or their personality towards you at this time, now that, and these are not going to be in reverse, but now that they have let go or made a decision that they have to let go. So, mask. Okay, so they're probably not showing you a lot or revealing a lot to you. Hiding true feelings, pretending and deluding themselves or you, gaslighting and personify. So it seems like they're hiding their true feelings for you. So it seems like if they're suffering, they don't show you. They mask it. They might trying to delude you or trick you. That might be what that's all in the Seven of Swords. So that might be what it is too. They might just be wearing a mask or not telling you that they're suffering. So it might be that. So it seems like they're really trying to hide their true feelings from you. And that is a deception that's still kind of going on in them, that they don't want to let you in, or they don't want to share with you, that they might be sad. Yeah, ship, cutting ties, moving on, receive what you need, progression, and arriving with the Two of Diamonds. So this is where the Two of Pentacles, they go back and forth. So they go back and forth about cutting ties and moving on with you. I feel like they've made a decision, and then they think back to it, and they second guess it. They have doubts about it. They're like, should I really, or should I go back in and try again? But then they think, no, I made a choice. And then they don't tell you that this is like the war going on in their head. So half the time they think about you, they think about, maybe I should go back. Maybe I should come back in and reconnect. The other half, they're like, no. Move on, move forward, move forward, move forward. And they like, stick with that. Then the Hierophant, picture. Looking at pictures, missing you, nostalgic, make new memories. They're absolutely looking at the pictures of you of when you guys were in the relationship. So remember when they're thinking about when your time were good, when you guys were committed, when you were together, they're absolutely looking at your pictures, still thinking about you, still looking at the pictures, not of your not to say not of your current social media, but I would say it's more like they look at the pictures from the past. They look at the pictures that maybe you sent them, or that, you texted them when you were dating, or that you guys, shared with each other back then, or the pictures you took of each other together back then. So they're not really concerned so much or focusing too much at this time of like what you're doing now. They're more like stuck in the past. Even though they're trying to move on, I feel like they have a hard time being able to like get out of that. I feel like they're stuck in time. Then the hopeful star, sabotage. They try to hammer down and sabotage any hope that they have. So they're really trying to squash out or extinguish any hope that says sabotage. But then it gets rebuild, persistent, working on it, repairing. So it's, again, they go back and forth with those Two of Coins. They're like, they're trying to like squish out any hope that they have. But hope is very resilient, and it refuses to be extinguished most of the time. So then it kind of keeps flipping up in your person. It keeps flaring up. And then it's like the hope is still persistent. It's a persistent hope. And then they're like, well, maybe we could rebuild. Maybe we could work on it. Could we repair our connection? And then they're like, no. And they sabotage it. So this is the war that's going on in their mind. And then blowing kiss, unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection returned. So it seems like that they are still thinking about like the unconditional love that they have for you, the love that they send your way. They want to give and receive love from you. And, they really know that they want it to be fair and just and balanced and, making a decision about this. So they really want their affection to be returned. So they definitely have like unconditional love for you. And then coffin. This is the death card. So this is where it's like, but they made that decision to move forward. Then they go back on it. And this is the loop that your person is stuck in, that repeats and cycles, and they're stuck in time in this loop. So that's crazy. It says, interesting though, the coffin literally says new beginnings. So on the coffin card, it says new beginnings. And then it says liberation, reborn, and transition, and tragic endings. They feel like the way you guys ended was tragic. They did not like it at all. They feel like that was probably the worst ending they could have had. They want a new beginning. They want to fix things. And then they stamp it out. And then, gosh, your person is tortured. Okay. What other thoughts do they think about you? And I'm going to wrap up with these because this is a very strong message and I have 5% battery on my phone. But there are many piles in this monster Valentine's Day special reading. So feel free to pick another pile if you are drawn to any more piles. Watch as many as you like. And the second half will come out between now and Valentine's Day at some point. So feel free to watch the second part of my Valentine's Day special. So we'll do 6 quick Hermit Tarot card. What are they thinking and feeling about you since you are on their mind and we know it? All right, what is your ex thinking about you? You make my heart full. It seems like they definitely still love you with that blowing kiss card. So you still make their heart full. You still touch their heart in deep ways. Let me hold you. They still want to be physical with you. I also feel like if they're a touch love language, they want to be cuddling you, holding hands, hugging you. They want to hold you. I get I'm obsessed with your body on the pictures card, which is crazy. So, and also, okay, so deeper than that, you make my heart full, but they're masking it. Let me hold you, but they have to move on. I'm obsessed with your body. Obsessed with looking at the pictures of you. So they're very addicted to you, still very sexually attracted to you. Sabotaging the hope. Do you think about me too? They're like, no, my ex doesn't think about me too. My ex doesn't think about me. And they're hopeful that you do, but they're like, no. They've moved on. So they try not to think about it. And then be more selfish. They love you unconditionally. And they're like, no, I've made a decision. I have to love myself now. I have to heal my heart now. I have to move on now. I have to be selfish. And then I miss you on the coffin card. I miss you, do you? And that is the final card I will leave you with. So your ex definitely still really, really misses you. All right, you guys, that is what I have for you. Feel free to pick another pile if you want another situation, if you want to look up a new situation as well, if more apply. And I'll see you next time. And I'll see you in my second half of the Valentine's Day special. Bye. Hi guys, welcome to the last video in this Pick Your Situation Valentine's Day special. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching it. I am leaving the door open right now because we're having a very rainy night and I feel like it's super powerful and spiritual to have all that energy come into the space right now. So you might be hearing some wind or some thunder or some rain or my chimes that you hear tinkering in the background. I kind of wanted to have it all open because you guys picked the Lovers card, which is all about who is coming into your life. So I love kind of having the power of the elements. Can you hear that? That's so cool. I don't know, maybe you guys can't. Anyway, I'm geeking out over it because I love when LA has crazy weather because it never does. Anyway, I have some cool stuff for you guys today and I have 12 minutes on my timer on my camera. So we're gonna figure out in 10 minutes, maybe longer, maybe we'll get a little more time based on how much space I have on the phone, we'll see, to see who's coming in for you. Traditionally, I am channeling new lovers, but I also have astrology in these tarot. So if something comes that resonates with you as somebody in your life already, cool. I will say, you know what? Take that as confirmation that somebody you already have in your life also wants to be with you. But we are trying to channel new people, but we can also see who else is here. I picked this beautiful heart crystal for you for some new love. And isn't it absolutely stunning? It glitters this way. I'm obsessed with it. It's like insanely pretty. I kind of want to do this for 12 minutes, but I won't. I will channel for you. But anyway, I will put this in frame for you so you can see it as I channel. So first we got this love oracle and we're gonna see who is coming in for you. So this could be who you identify as, or this could be new people coming in. So I will, because this is a general reading for many people, include all of it. So what I see for you is new love coming in. I get short term. This means immediately in the very, very near future. You're not gonna have to wait that long. It's coming in the short term future. So this is coming in quick. So I would say this is probably the first person coming in for you, and I get fun times. You're gonna meet this person while you're out having fun. I would say most likely with your friends, maybe with some family, but you're definitely going to be meeting this new person out when you're having a good time. So it's not like dating apps or anything. It seems like this is somebody that you're going to be meeting out and about organically, naturally. And I get obstacles. So when you meet them, there is an obstacle going on. So maybe your day doesn't go as you've planned, or maybe there's a monkey wrench in the thing. Like maybe you're going to try to be seated at your table with a reservation, but there's a snag in the reservation, so you have to wait at the bar, but that's where you meet the person, that sort of thing. So there's kind of a diversion by the universe set up so that you can meet this person when your night or day doesn't go as you wished it. Like maybe you're running out of gas and you're like, oh damn it, I have to stop for gas and it's cold and I don't want to, and you do, and you meet him at the gas station. Like that. So there is an obstacle that brings about the meet cute. Beauty queen. So either if you want to attract a girl or someone that identifies as a girl, this person's going to be hot, gorgeous, gorgeous. If you are somebody that identifies as a girl, you are gorgeous. And if you identify as a girl and also want a girl, you're both gorgeous. So it seems like there's a hottie coming in for you. So someone that you look at that's absolutely stunning, or they look at you and see, wow, this person is absolutely stunning. So amazing. And gifts. So either you are a gift in this person's life, or they're a gift in your life, or they might even give you a gift, or you might give them a gift. So because this is a new person, it might be like, a woman walks by with a basket of flowers and the person's like, oh, you know what, sure. And he like gives you a flower from the basket. Or you guys are like walking around and then, he sees a flower, picks it up and gives it to you. Like there might be a little gift, or maybe you take home a little souvenir of the night because there's like a little experience where you want to like keep the packet of matches from the checkout counter of the restaurant, that kind of thing. So there's some sort of souvenir or some sort of gift that your person gives you in that evening, which is how you can tell that it's this person. Now, what is their zodiac sign, or what's in their chart somewhere so you can recognize them? Let's see. We have Page of Coins. They might be an earth sign, or you might be, or earth sign energy is very important to you. So there's some Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in either your or their or both of your charts. Especially Taurus, because there is a number, Roman numeral of 5 on this card, which is the 5th month, which is a Taurus month. So I would say most likely the sign would be Taurus. And I get Temperance with a Sagittarius symbol. So also there is some Sagittarius symbol. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Taurus, or other Virgo, Capricorn energies. So these are some strong zodiac energies in there or your chart. So that's some confirmation for you. And then I get the Magician, which is actually, this is a bonus card that has been signed by Ciro Marchetti, the author of this deck. So I get also that there is, okay, well, I know he's Italian and he's from Florida. So you might meet someone Italian, or you might meet somebody from Florida, or you or they might be. So there is that. Also, this person has a quill in his hand and is a writer. So they might meet somebody, you might meet somebody who's a writer or that does communications for their job, or you might. And this is also very interesting, or artist, because this is also like signed the name but also drew the deck. So also might be in graphic design or in art. And also it's very cool, Magician, maybe they do magic. Or maybe you guys start texting or messaging each other right away afterwards. Good communications in this dynamic. All right, when is this person coming in for you? So we'll do 3 time periods. Pick the time period soonest to you, since this is coming in the short-term future. In the summer, so some of you guys are watching in the closer to the summertime. So this person's coming in the summer, or you guys are watching this video in the summer. I'm also getting up in the air, dragonfly, which is magic as well. So see what happens. I feel like this may be a meeting where, let's say they're trying to do the summer, but you can bring them in early, or perhaps they come in at a time that's a little later because of life events and destiny and the universe and all that. But up in the air card is that they may be a little flexible just based on needing to meet this person. And next week, so see what happens next week. Maybe you have a Valentine. So this is very cool. So I like this a lot for you. I think this is beautiful. And when you meet this person, what is going on in your meeting? So when you meet them having a fun night out, or I feel like it's nighttime, but it could be the day. When you're out with most likely friends, having fun, or doing a hobby that's out in public, that's fun. We have 4 cards. Pick which resonates. I get turning over a new leaf, improvements, attitude change. So you might be doing something new that you've never tried before or never done before, or maybe you go somewhere you've never gone before, or your friend drags you somewhere you wouldn't normally go, but then you do go. And they're saying that you would try something new. So you've never been to this place or you've never tried this thing. And I get alone, abandoned, loner, closed off. They might come up to approach you while you're by yourself. Like maybe you go to the bathroom and your friends are at the table and then that's when you meet the person. Or maybe they're there alone and you can connect with them. That kind of thing. So it seems like that they talk to you when you get alone, or they might be there alone, but it's somewhere that you've never been. Or maybe you both do a pottery class that you've never tried before, but you both show up alone, and it's a fun time, and then you guys talk, and you guys are the single ones out and you talk, that kind of thing. The summer, okay, so I have to say this is the second summer card that I get. So this is still very likely and strong that the summertime does show up. Now, obviously, this is a Valentine's Day themed reading, so most people will be watching this around Valentine's Day. But I would say that if you guys are watching it at a later time, or if you're on the other hemisphere from us in the US, it's summer now. So there is that time frame. So I do get the summertime, which is very strong. And okay, so here's the thing. I do get the snake card, and with the snake, what's so interesting is there may be a third party situation. So if you're dating someone now, this is somebody new, and then you'll have options, and then you pick your favorite. Or they might be dating somebody and they meet you and they're like, oh wow, no, this is my real person, I should go to them. Or it just might not be a serious thing and you can decide what you want to do with it. But I do want to give you a heads up, there may be a third party involved, or you might be the third party, or they might be the third party. So there is a little bit like that. If you guys are just casually dating, then it just might be, okay, well, you know what? You guys might pick each other at the end of the day, but you guys are dating some people when you meet. Some other cards. I want to do final messages, but I also don't want to like leave you with that cliffhanger. But I get for you, again, I get the Fool. It looks like the Magician, but it's a Fool. There might be a little white dog, so you or they might have a dog or a white dog. And I also get that you guys are going to want to talk to each other like immediately right away. And so there might even be like an impulsive communication. There's also a sun and a moon and a Uranus hanging off from his hat. So Uranus is important, so Aquarius energy is strong. And then the moon and the sun, the eclipse energy, or meeting them by the eclipse, or on a new moon or full moon is important. So you might meet them at this time as well. So this is also a very interesting thing. I have the star, which is gorgeous. There's an Aquarius symbol on that. So again, Aquarius energy, which is interesting because obviously this is a Valentine's Day special in the month of Aquarius. So I'm also getting a lot of very, very strong cards for the next week. So summer is strong and next week is strong. And then I get the Queen of Cups. So, okay guys, I don't know where it left off, and I'm just gonna wrap this up because I don't have battery, I don't have space on my phone. This has been a long video. And now, as you can tell, it's very dark and the sun has gone down in this rainstorm, so there's not even really any outdoor light to illuminate the video. However, as a final, because I don't know where it left off, we do have these 3 cards. So I do get that there is this blonde, redhead / very light blonde, brownish hair guy with light eyes. there is this brunette female with light eyes, and there is work, this other brunette female with light eyes. So basically, you could be her, you could be him. You could meet him, you could meet her, and it would be through work. So an additional message for you guys is you might meet a brunette female, or you might meet a blonde redhead guy through work. So enjoy that. Anyways, I will see you guys later and next time. Feel free to pick another pile if you guys want to look at other situations in your life. And the second video, my part 2 of my Valentine's Day special, is coming out between now and Valentine's Day at some point. So hope you like it, enjoy, and I'll see you later. Bye guys.